Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. Tonight we are back. Dungeons of Gul-Drun. We have the same team as last time. Hopefully my audio is better. We did this whole recording of this last episode, which was the first half of this game. And then I went back and listened to it and I was like, oh, look, every 10th word of mine is just not recorded. My microphone settings somehow got messed up. Joining us today, we've got back Coyote.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. We got Zero Gamer.
I've been looking up shows in Las Vegas.
And my co-designer, Will.
I never left.
And I am your host, End Gamer. So we had gone just about halfway through this session. We were about to level up and go into round 5. So we will do that. A couple quick things. In the in-between times, I did some nice redesigning of the frame of cards so that they look slightly snazzier, which I'm happy about.
Oh, snazzy.
Very snazzy. We have gotten some initial art back from our artist. I don't want to butcher her last name, so I'm going to look it up. Vittoria Pompolani. Bone Dust stuff over on Instagram. You can go check her stuff out. It's awesome. She's done a lot of art for board games recently, and I'm literally looking forward to getting actual card art. All of the art on our cards is still the temporary art, but our character art is now the character art of our actual characters. So that is super exciting. The other super quick, exciting news before we get into it is I got the email that we have been accepted into the first exposure area at Gen Con this year. So if you're at Gen Con, come on over to the first exposure area and come and play this. It'll be there. You can play it. Or probably one of those times I'll do Neon Nexus because we get 4 time slots. And that's all the news that's fit to me talk about for 5 minutes before we start playing. Alrighty. I gotta choose a stat to upgrade.
I also have to do that. I was thinking charisma for myself to try to grab some something. I don't remember.
Stat poison.
Wait, no, I wanted focus, I think, because I think I had chosen... My things got jostled. I think I had this on the knife throw card. I don't remember where I had selected this ability.
Yeah, sorry. Things had got jostled when I re-imported this. The whole thing shrunk a little bit, so everyone's stuff was a little off, so...
I think I'll just go with the dodge ability for now.
Okay. I think I might continue to go into con just because I need.
Oh, this is not me.
Need some strength, some of that big heininess of being the person who people get targeted. There's the words. The words are not working so good today. I gotta tell you. Ooh.
I think I'm gonna grab a strength.
Shields for everybody else. And a shield bounce. That's good, actually.
I got my last pick-me-up. One, it's the 5th one I drew, and also the last wisdom deck I can get, so it's my last pick-me-up.
Nice. That's literally the last one you're able to have. Alrighty,
I think
so that...
This looks like a good draw of strength for me.
1, 2...
Got 2 guard stances.
4, right?
Draw 4, yeah, from the stat that you have chosen. Master...
Try intellect.
Yeah, Int has a lot of card draw and a little bit of poison and some mental, which would be helpful for you to have a little bit of mental too. As we continue to level up the monsters also, we'll run into things with a lot higher int, and there will even be some stuff that just does not have regular health. So we're just like, oh, we have to deal with this with int. And if we don't have the ability to do that, we'll be totally effed. So... we should make sure that we don't die to that.
Wow, this is going to be a change to how I play, but I think it's good.
Remember, you also get 5 cards. Oh, those are the cards that you just drew. I see. Okay. We're still in Act 2.
Oh, am I supposed to? No, that stays in there because that's at level 7.
Yep. So we're going to do medium, small.
And I did intellect.
Medium.
So.
Hey, you gave Smoke Grenade some art.
Yeah, I actually put art on all of the burn cards too, so you don't need to look at just a blank screen.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I was thinking of you. I don't,
As you should be.
I don't want you to have to deal with just looking at just gross nothingness. Disgusting. 3. And this one's targeting player number 1.
I'm imagining a world in which you introduce a minor mirror elemental into the small monster stack, so that if you draw the mirror elemental, you draw a small mirror elemental, small mirror elemental, and then whatever smaller elemental.
Have an extra large mirror elemental on the large, and what was it? Matryoshka doll, all the way down.
Matryoshka doll.
Matryoshka. Yeah, there we go.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Just make that a boss. Make a mirror elemental boss.
That's a good idea, actually. I'm gonna steal that.
You may steal liberally from anything I tell you.
Yup. Alrighty, we got bad guys plenty to go for.
While they're getting set up, Coyote, I just want to say I did finish watching the rehearsal, and it's very good.
I
Nice.
started it today. It's amazing. I'm really excited to see how it ends.
Oh, jeez.
Nice. Aggro retargets to initial target at the end of enemy turn. So pulling aggro is not permanent in this room, which mostly will impact me. Oh my
Look at
gosh,
my-
what is with you and the frickin' I did update. This is the only card that I updated, I think.
Potion seller.
From last
Sell
time
me
to-
your potions.
From last time to this time, where now you can pick up the pick-me-ups with pick-me-ups and then deal mental damage based off of the number of cards in your hand. Well,
It's tragic.
We're
It's
about
tragic.
to see how good that
Sorry,
card is, I guess.
I was gonna say it's just tragic because I do see that the cleric does have a pick-me-up ability, which is very funny.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
It's not a particularly great one, though, we've realized, because
yeah,
the likelihood of having a pick me up and other people using their potions is kind of small.
I do like the idea of like an alchemist version, like pathline of the classes, or maybe you can just spin it off into its own class later. But
that would be interesting. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what the Bard is right now. Like all of their poison stuff is kind of flavored in that way. You can go ahead and draw your cards, Coyote. Or you.
Just taking a view of what's going on this table.
Just taking it in. Mostly, what is this? 2/4. So this is gonna deal 3 to somebody and then heal itself for 3. This
I will
one's...
say I will miss when the art updates for the wall of shards of ice. I'll miss the holly here.
The definitely not a wall of ice right now. Yeah. This one is going to deal 2 damage and then 3 to everybody and then 2 to somebody and 2 to everybody combined. And this one over her is going to deal 8 damage to somebody and itself after it deals 5 damage to target player. Oof, who's 3? Oh, that's me. Great.
You're the perfect person to get targeted by this.
I am. Probably
Like a
going...
distracting tune into a crowd pleaser to throw some dodge out and
I mean,
So small, 20 health, 18 health. What was he just always follows what the mirror element does, right? So
yeah, he does exactly. But so I have a shield bounce, so I can gain myself 4 shields and do some damage kind of divvied up between them all.
I will say, because just to go to bat for Coyote here,
Mm.
Bard. I think the Bard would work best if they usually go first, because I do see Coyote pulling out his drawing card here.
I know he's got a whole bunch of stuff that lets us draw cards and passes some stuff out. So yeah,
And
I will.
I will say that I'm gonna do a big beefy amount to someone mental wise. So if people like don't do a lot of physical to one thing, I can try and hit it hard for mental.
Okay.
let's see. I currently have 20 life, so I can also who has the least amount?
Mm.
I can throw some poison on this guy too.
Oh, I forgot to gain health. Hold on.
Ooh, that's pretty good. And actually, chilling him would be great because he's about to deal 5 damage to me, which would be less than good.
I'm leaning towards making this my target for a lot of mental damage because
He's the no. This one's the one with the most mental.
yeah,
What are we doing?
Probably-
Two.
But I don't know that I'll be able to do 24 on my own, but I can get like 2/3 of the 21 done and then eventually finish it off. I'll
Mhm.
do, I mean, it depends on what everyone else does, but because I can probably get.
I will say though that the Draugr is going to hurt himself physically next turn.
True.
That's true.
All right,
Well, I'll
so
see what you guys do, and I'll do my mental based off of what's left to be done.
who's one?
I'm one.
You're one. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm at full health. I'm going to gain a bunch of dodges, so it should be fine.
All right. So I'm gonna use this card first. So everyone gets to draw 2 cards.
Ooh, nice. Ooh. I like.
Well, this seems. I'm gonna actually wait. I'm gonna use that next turn, I think. And then do I want to change the aggro of anything? I don't think so. I think the aggro is currently set in a pretty good range.
Yeah, I'm okay being the one who's getting targeted the most. Plus, this room undoes the change of aggro, so I mean, if you want to throw an
and I'm
aggro
gonna-
at me, it would probably be fine because my current plan is to gain a bunch of shields. So
All right, then I'll throw this aggro at you.
yeah, that's fine. So that goes to
And
3
then
as well.
I'm going to grab 2 poison, 2 chill,
Mhm.
because I get 3 of these actions. So the first way I'm going to use this action is I'm going to give you dodge and a draw.
A dodge and a draw. Well, chimichurri to that.
Then I'm
What?
gonna hit this. And
No idea,
this.
no
and
idea.
I'm actually just now realizing that I actually get to throw 2 poison on all of these because of my skill.
Oh Jesus, that skill is problematically strong.
What, on the bard? No.
Hey, I could have used this to throw 4 poison on every animal. I mean, every one of them, but I feel like I would have gotten a little beat up from it. Actually, no, none of them would have hit me.
Yeah, not at all. That's okay. You can do it next
That's
turn.
wild. Well, yeah. They won't hit them because it's not first time.
Yeah, that's
All right,
true.
and that's my turn. And I don't take any lashback because that doesn't lash back, and this
Because he was
doesn't lash
poisoned.
back.
Yeah. I'm gonna go real quick because it's gonna be a real simple turn for me, and it will help. Shape maybe the next. I'm gonna get to do 6 physical damage and then take an extra action. Think. Do that to this dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This goes away. Oop. And then with my extra action, I'm going to shield bounce, and I'm going to turn this from ranged into physical and add 2. So instead of 5, I'm going to do 7 divided as I kind of see fit. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then the rest 1, 2, 3, 4 to this guy, and that gains me 4 shields.
Nice.
And I don't think I don't take lashback from any of them. I think I'm at 23. These are all
You're good.
under 23. I gain 4 shields. 1,
I've
2,
got
3, 4.
Okay, I've got a quick little simple turn to do as well. All I've got is guarded stance here, so I'm going to guarded stance against the giant Draugr.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to gain 3 shields first, which I'm going to immediately use, so I only take 1 damage off the first hit. So I'm just going to do that real quick.
Okay.
So he's going to take 4 damage first.
Mm-hmm.
Then, because I dealt physical damage, I gain a dodge token.
Nice.
which I'll use when I hit him again for another 4 damage. And then I'll have just a lingering dodge token.
A malingering dodge token.
Dodge. Here we go.
What's wrong with my dog? What? I think my dog needs to go outside. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Do I really want to hold on to this invigorating potion? Like, is this that good?
No, I don't think so.
I'm thinking about burning these two just to thin my deck a little bit. It seems like really I want to be getting this.
As
And
much as
then,
possible, yeah.
Yeah, I think like going forward, I want to just start grabbing intelligence to increase my draw ability.
Yeah, like the potion's not bad, but you've also got distracting tune, which is, kind of it, but better. I did forget to discard a card from your distracting tune. Actually, I'll say I discarded
Ooh,
this.
yeah, I'm gonna distract.
Oh, I forgot to discard as well.
I'm discard a blizzard. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep a blizzard because I'm gonna.
Oh, we have to discard a card for a distracting tune.
Yeah.
That very
Sorry, I
changes
forgot
the
to read the whole
water.
card. I'm gonna discard Cleansing Mind for right now.
That does get me a shield.
Ah.
Or maybe Cleansing Mind is the card I want to get rid of.
I'm gonna rely on
Yeah.
Will to heal me and get rid of this potion.
Great. Well, I have no healing cards, so
Perfect.
cool. Actually, I have one, but I might get rid of it.
Absolutely perfect.
Zero, are you done with your turn?
Oh yeah, I finished up. I only had the one card to play.
Okay. So then the question is, how much Menti B do I want to do?
That is the question.
2, 3, 4,
Better for sure.
12. Yeah. I can do 18.
There we go.
Is the
That's a little
most
better.
I can do. So do I take out the skeleton or knock something down really low?
If you can kill the skeleton, that would be good because he is currently targeting me.
That's what I will do. I will, instead of healing you, I will prevent damage from being done to you.
Just as good. And he's going to do 2 range damage to all of us next turn, so,
So I will do, if I hadn't had to discard a card, I could have taken out the giant Draugr on my own and almost the Mirror Elemental.
I'm gonna be burning I'm gonna be using this to burn 2 cards in my hand next turn and force an enemy to skip. So if there's one that is good to skip next turn, just let me know.
All right, well,
we're not there yet.
probably going to
I'm
be
gonna
the
do my
mirror elemental because he's going to be doing 3 range damage to all of us, I think. 1, 3, yeah.
What did
Oh no, yeah, 1, 3, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do my 6 mental damage.
Great.
To this, bring it from 15 down to 9.
Mm-hmm.
And play Battle of Wits. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4. And do 12 mental damage that way.
Perfect. He die.
And then that lets me draw 2 more cards. Perfect. I picked up a pick-me-up so I can get all those discarded.
My God, how many pick-me-ups do you have in your deck? I think you...
5. I got through all 5 of them.
I think there's only like 7 in the entire deck of Wisdom.
Well, remember that time I got like 4 in a hand? Or 3 in a hand from pulling? Yeah.
Oh
my
gosh.
discarded cards.
So
Here's
silly.
one thing that I realized. I discarded all those cards and only get 1 shield off of it with my ability.
Nice.
Which...
Alrighty, bad stuff happens. This mirror elemental deals 2 ranged damage to me. I will ignore that with shields. You killed that skeletal archer, so nothing. Looks like the wall of shards of ice deals 4 physical to 0. What's your
No.
No?
I'm player 1. You're thinking of Coyote.
Oh, Coyote, sorry.
I think Coyote put cards on top of his number, but
right.
Yes, I am too.
And
but it has a poison and that on it, so if it's doing 2 to me,
it's doing 4 total physical and just regular.
That's only for lashback.
Only for lashback and only 1 total, not per.
To me.
But you're gonna lashback it because it has 16 and you have 20.
It takes 4 damage.
So it takes 4 damage from falling on you.
Doesn't Coyote take 3 damage? Yeah, 3 damage. Okay, yeah.
And then this giant
Your
Draugr.
lashback always your highest amount, or is where you currently sit?
Total.
Your
high,
total. Your total.
Nice.
Or at least right now, that's what it is. It's
Maybe
what we've
I
been.
shouldn't take intelligence.
That's
fine.
fine. There's a lot of card draw in there, and card draw can be, as we've all learned from Magic the Gathering, busted. Jeez, I'm making so much noise over here. I'm gonna dodge this giant Draugr, so he does not deal 5 damage to me.
Stun go bye-bye. Stun go bye-bye.
Does he take lashback from you, though?
No, because I dodged the attack, which is like ignoring the attack entirely. Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
So then they go
2.
on to
2 poison.
3 and 4 and 6.
So, okay, so I was thinking about this
And
last
1,
time, too.
2. He healed 2 and then lost 1. Did you do the poison damage to him?
I did the poison, yeah, so he lost 2, and then you just healed him back up as 2.
Right. Perfect.
So this is why I think this is an important question to ask, because if we heal, we remove poison,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not the case for monsters.
That is a good point.
It probably should work that way, so you'd only heal 1 and lose 1 of it, and lose the other poison.
Right. But didn't he have 2 poison at, and he heals 2 at the start of his turn?
He heals at the start of his turn.
Right, so the poison goes away, he doesn't take any damage from it. Right.
So that's back.
Well, if it's at the start of its turn, then he does take the damage and then clear the poison.
No, because damage gets dealt after their turn. Poison damage gets done during cleanup.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking the start of his turn was just the start of the round. Yeah. Okay, I get you now.
The start of his turn is like when he's doing his stuff. Yeah. Alrighty. We get to draw a card. Okay. Are we at all scared of any of these guys? Because I can chill them the hell out.
This one is going to skip its turn.
That one's going to skip. Which one? The mirror?
Yeah.
I can basically nullify both of the other ones. Although this one's just healing. So I don't know if it's actually worth it for me to Blizzard here. It gets rid of one of my improvised throws, probably. I kind of just want to get... Because I think I drew into 3 Blizzards somehow, which just is very improbable. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to Blizzard and put... Where are those chill tokens? 1,
I need to draw.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing 5 chill tokens on this dude. And we'll probably have to talk about if chill impacts them healing themselves at some point. Feel like it probably should. But we haven't talked about that yet, so. And then I'm going
When you burn cards, they go back into this, or do they exit the game?
They go back into the deck if they are a stat card. So strength cards that I'm burning, like these, will go on the bottom of the strength deck. If it is if it's a character card, it does get removed from the game.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Alrighty.
That's so much chill.
Yeah, he's about to do 8 damage. Does his chill impact the damage that he's about to do to himself?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So now he does 3 physical damage to me and to himself.
Y'all should have let me do my 23 mental damage to him last turn.
All right, and this goes back to targeting 0, by the way, the mirror elemental.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, we're basically gonna kill the Draugr right now, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Actually, I should actually check. By the way, did you actually deal any damage to him with that freeze?
Nope. Just preventing him from dealing damage. That's it.
Okay, can I recommend that you move that freeze to the mirror elemental?
No, the mirror elemental is skipping its turn.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna kill the Draugr, I think.
Alright.
So.
Honestly, I wanted.
I'm gonna be 1 damage off from killing him. I'm sorry.
Well, also, I kind of wanted to just burn. This was me messing with my deck and knowing that I was kind of would be totally fine. So I was kind of wasting a turn to mess with my deck and get rid of cards I didn't want. Is really what that was. And in the meantime, maybe preventing some damage from happening. Anyway, I did my turn. Who's up next?
I did my turn.
So you just have the Mirror Elemental skipping its damage.
Yep.
Nice. All right, 0.
You
It seems we were doing
will.
okay, so I used that as a chance to thin a little.
Yeah. Will, can you deal 1 physical damage?
I will not be doing that because I need to use my discarding card to cycle my pick-me-ups.
Okay, okay.
I will not be doing that. What a
Okay, so
nice
wait,
way of saying no, William.
Right.
Look, you guys didn't want me to kill the Draugr last turn, so I take no responsibility for killing it this turn.
That's fair. That's fair. Here, I'm just going to right behind the Draugr then,
Dealing
to deal 5 damage to it.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll dodge its lashback,
Well,
but I
you don't.
gain the lashback from this, and also gain lashback from.
It's
Oh, does the chill affect the lashback?
yeah,
Oh, okay, then I just have 3 dodges. Okay,
perfect.
not that I need them, but
Okay, mine's super easy. I'm gonna heal myself and Jake for 3.
Yay!
And draw a card.
1, 2, 3.
Does that change anything? Not really. Nope, because we don't need to heal that much. Then I'm gonna play a pick-me-up. Return 3 pick-me-ups to my hand, which will then give me 2 cards.
Oh my gosh!
Bye-bye. And then I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mental damage to the Mirror Elemental. So from 24 down to 17.
Nice.
And then I will basically be able to cycle around 7 mental damage every turn for the rest of the round because of the pick-me-ups.
It's not broken. Not broken at all.
Hey, I did not make that rule change.
I definitely did because I thought it was funny. Alrighty, then bad stuff happens. So this Mirror Elemental doesn't do anything. Thank you, Coyote. This wall of shards of ice. Are we going to say that the chill prevents it from healing itself?
No, because it's the way we have it written is chill reduces damage.
All right, cool.
Not all. Yeah.
All right, so this goes away. This goes away, and it basically just heals 2. 1, 2. Back to 2. And then this giant Draugr deals 3 damage to me, and then 3 damage to itself, and kills itself. And I can reduce 2 of that with my shields. So I just take one little old damage. Also, I think it would have taken lashback from me and killed itself on that before it even does.
That's it.
So, alrighty, draw cards. Oh, gosh, this wire's in the way. So you're mentally barraging this Mirror Elemental, and we're dealing with this wall of shards of ice. It's basically what's going on.
Yeah, I'll just do my stuff real quick because it'll take almost very little time.
Mhm.
So I'll deal 6 mental damage, take an additional action, draw 2 cards by discarding a pick-me-up and get the pick-me-up I used last turn. So I'll do a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 mental damage. So it'll go from 17 to 2.
Dose.
I can clean up that Mirror Elemental if you two want to focus on the shards of ice, or
Sure. I can. Yeah, why don't you start off on that?
Yeah, I'll just knife throw it to death just for 4 mental damage,
Okay,
and then draw 3 cards.
perfect.
I'll put 4 poison and 3 frost on it.
Nice.
Oh, what was his Flashback 17, I'm good.
And I'm going to take improvised throw and take that range damage, turn it into physical, and deal 7 damage to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lordy, lordy. And then I guess I shouldn't draw my card yet. He still has to do his stuff. Oh my gosh, what's going on with my Zoom? Deals 3 physical damage to you, but that is decreased by 3, so it does nothing to you.
What? 3? Isn't he on action 2?
Oh, you're right, 4. So he does 1 damage to you, Coyote. And then takes 4
What a
damage.
bastard.
1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Thank you, Will.
Mhm.
And then switches to 4, so it's going to heal. But I have a feeling that we're going to kill it, so I don't think that's
And
going to
I
be...
go first so I can throw out a bunch of healing before you guys kill it.
I was about to heal myself too.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do 5 physical to it.
Okay.
That brings it to 2, and then I take 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And draw a
I get an
card.
additional action, so I'll healing light, which is going to heal me for 3 and heal someone else for 3. Let's go with what's going to do more of the other thing. All right, then I'll do that to Coyote. Coyote, you heal 3.
No, I'll just heal myself.
You're going to heal yourself 4 more.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
fine.
can heal myself way beyond what I need.
Yeah.
Fine, then I guess I'll double heal
Heal,
end game.
heal
So Jake, you
me.
can get that.
What was it,
lets
3?
me-
1, 2, 3?
3.
You,
Yep.
you should have 2 cards you can draw. But yeah.
I draw a card, and I draw another card. So then what I'm gonna do, and yeah, so then I'll just straight miracle. So Jake, you can get an additional 5 healing,
Sweet. Back up to full.
and that's everything.
I'll just throw a knife at it to kill it.
Perfect.
There you are.
Actually, no. I summoned my wolf to kill it.
Perfect. Alrighty. That's round 5. We are into round 6. Hmm. That dodgeball.
I think I'm gonna take charisma because I want to try to get some extra action cards.
Just so you know, the only charisma ones that exist are heal and do an extra action. All the like damage and extra action are locked behind cleric.
I mean that's fine.
Just so you're forewarned.
Yeah, I guess.
Stir.
I'm taking some con, 1 to beef myself up, and 2 because having some shields as a cleric to throw around or give myself is useful.
Yeah, I'm going stir.
I'm gonna take intelligence again. I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. You'll get that ranged poison eventually.
Ooh, by eventually you mean this time I got 2 of them.
Nice.
jeez.
Alrighty, I'm gonna be chilling like a villain and cleaving like a leaving. I don't know. I can't think of anything that rhymes with cleaving.
Oh, wonderful. I love this. That's
Ooh,
really good.
sweet.
3 of these are really good for me.
Yeah.
And this one is not bad.
Yeah, I mean it's the versatile card that you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a really good draw.
I think I'll also just take a strength again.
Stir.
No, I don't know. Maybe I take con, so I beef myself up just a little bit as well.
You being beefier than you are would be nice, because I think you are currently the least beefy of all of the people.
I am the least beefy,
and we've
but I also have
we've got a ranger and a cleric.
I will say I've got a lot of dodges
I mean, a
though,
bard and a
so
Yeah, you are pretty dodge heavy.
I'm gonna do the strength again because if I can get another one of those multi-attack cards, that'd be great for me. So
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't, but these look like decent cards anyways. So
Yeah, those are pretty good. Rhyme surges.
Oh, this has additional action. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing it does. Is it's literally draw a card and then take more actions.
Another 2 health for me though, which is
Alright,
nice.
5. Oh, sweet. I got my. Oh no!
Oh wow, my turn might be stupid. Yep.
Flip. Flip. Big walls. Ooh, the board.
Hey, I can actually start with a the damn boar. I can actually start with a companion.
Nice.
That never happens.
That was really weird. There we go. Could gain focus. Do I want
Weird
to?
room. Wall.
I'll probably want to get rid of that eventually if I can. Could do this to cleave and guarded stance. That would actually be real good. Excuse me. Ugh. Yep.
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, and we need our. Oh, good job, Will.
I'm getting there. I just was cleaning up some things. Gladiator Arena.
Ah,
Ooh,
fudge
targeting
berries.
1 and 4.
Oh, are we doing that actually? We need to fix this room.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
All right. All physical damage is increased by 1 in this room also.
Also, it's the small creature that's doing the double targeting, so I don't
That's
think it's
true.
that bad.
If we codify that that's going to be the small creature, then it's probably fine. Which will be codified, so.
Yes. All right. So looking at what's going to happen, the odd room's going to be doing 2 range damage to target player, making him discard a card. Then 2 range damage to 2 players. Then
The bristle boar.
5 physical damage to
Good
1 player.
old bristle boar.
Classic.
Oh.
How many up did I draw? None.
Do you mind if I start?
Take it away, dude.
All right, perfect. I'm going to. I'll start with sure shot since it'll give me an extra action. I'll just sure shot the bone wall for now.
Mhm.
And then I will take my additional action. I'd really like to start with the companion. Not even sure if we're gonna need it.
I mean, this bristleblade boar is gonna be a real pain in the butt. It's just got a like crap ton of health.
It does. I'm gonna get. I'll summon out my hawk.
Yeah.
And I'll have it do 3. If I deal 3 damage to the bone wall, can someone else clean it up? It'll only have 4 health left.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll have the hawk deal 3 damage to the bone wall.
Great.
Make it nice and easy to clean up.
Okay. Does somebody else want to clean that up and I can do other things,
I
or?
can clean it up. Yeah, I can take care of it.
All right, great. I'm gonna go then. I'm gonna do a rhyme surge, so I get to draw a card, and then take 2 additional actions. And I believe what I'm going to do is the guarded stance and then a cleave, which is gonna just do like a bajillion damage. So first off, I gain 3 shields. Huzzah! Now I'm at 25 right now, so I don't believe I take lashback from anything. So that's I'm gonna do 5 damage to the odd room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 5 damage to the bristle plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then
Actually, because you're doing physical damage, right?
yeah.
Or no, that's the guard stance.
Well, no,
not
and
the cleave.
I'm doing this in the wrong order. I'm sorry. I did the shields and then did this instead of the 4, and then I'm gonna do 4. Basically, I'm doing 9 damage to each of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Does that include the bonus 1 to all physical damage?
So 2 more damage to each of them. 1, 2.
And then 1,
1,
2
2.
on this.
Perfect. I forgot about that. We were in the gladiatorial arena. Perfecto.
Well, I can take care of the bone wall now, as promised.
Perfect.
So I'll do 6 physical damage to it with a quick strike, no lashback. Draw another card, take an additional action. And yeah, instead of doing what I was going to do, which was discarding a bunch of stuff, I'll use Flurry of Blows to gain 4 shield.
Nice.
Then remove those 4 shield to do 5 physical damage to the odd room.
Mm-hmm. And heal, right? This is the both?
Yeah, but I'm at full health, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. It matters little.
That's my turn.
I'm going to do 5 mental damage
Mm-hmm.
to the bone wall, probably.
Well, the bone wall's dead. You can do it to the
odd room.
The odd room. Yep,
Doesn't
I just
really
did.
matter which.
Yep, I just did it.
Then I'm going to distracting tune, so we all draw 2 cards
Nice. And then discard 1, right?
and discard 1.
Don't think I'm gonna need this.
That seems pretty great. I'm taking another action. I'm then going to play this.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do that, I'm going to go ahead and burn both of these.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and... Well, I mean, I might as well play Distracting Tune again.
More card
Play
draw.
Distracting Tune, so we draw 2 more. And discard 1.
Don't think I need 2 flurry of blows.
I don't think I need 2 miracles. But getting the pick-me-up
I
for the potion I
do have 2
discarded
of
is
these.
certainly useful.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And then I will copy a card played by an ally. I don't count as my own ally, do I?
What was that?
What?
You went garbled.
I can't use this to copy a card I have played, right?
You cannot copy a card you played. But you
Ooh.
could copy any of these.
Yeah, that looks great. Let's do 5 damage to this.
Great. Believe that kills it.
Yep.
I also forgot to burn my Rhyme Surge.
Alright. That's my
Alright.
turn.
It's just the bristle plate over her deals 5 damage to me. I
Deals 6 damage to you.
Deals
Damage
6
is increased by 1.
Right, 6 damage. Did I get these shields or are these left over from... I think these are left over from last turn. No. I gained it from the guarded stance and then didn't need to use them. So I can decrease that by 3 and then I take 3. 1, 2, 3.
And then you went lash back for 2, which is actually 3.
And then I lash back for 2, which is actually 3. There you go. 2, 3.
This boar is so cooked.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have ribs tonight.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Meat's back on the menu.
Flip stuff.
I need to draw a card. Ooh,
Anyone mind if I go first?
go for it,
As
bro.
long as you don't kill it, that's fine.
I don't think it's possible for me to kill it.
Okay, because I want to heal before we end to kill it. Heal people.
Okay, I'm going to use my Blizzard. I'm going to burn Arrow Stab and Potion of the Mists.
Okay.
Just kind of set them over here to the side for now. And I guess I'll chill it for 9?
I guess.
Technically, these are 2 different enemies. I should have been more specific about that.
That's not what it says on the card!
You are 100% correct that is not what it says on the card. Yeah.
Whatever, chill for 5, it doesn't matter. This thing's dead as hell anyways. That turn was just me purging my deck of bad cards.
Oh, that sometimes happens. Do
Speaking
you
of
like my
purging-
hastily photoshopped boomerang with a bomb on the end of a arrow shaft?
I like it. What were you saying, Will?
I say, speaking of getting rid of cards, I'm going to play Reward Effort, which means I have to burn 2 cards from my hand. So
Mhm.
I'll delete Siphon Mind and return my other Reward Effort to the Wisdom deck. And then everyone gets to heal.
Back to full.
Thank you.
Delightful.
Thank
I figured getting everyone near full.
Mhm.
It's pretty useful. That's my turn.
Okay. I can just kill him. I believe he's at 14, and I can deal 14 damage to him.
Yeah, just do it.
Sounds great.
I do a quick slash for 7, and then a crushing blow for another 7.
I did forget to deal damage with my hawk, but he was even lower. But
Yeah, there we go. He did.
all right, I think we hit the next paramount level.
We do. We are in the final
Paramount
act.
Plus.
Below half health. I've not been anywhere near half health. So
I'm gonna grab a
Use
stack of
chill.
wisdom for a little bit of spice.
All right,
Deal
let me
no
put the
damage to
before
you.
you do that. I got to put this on the bottom.
Gotcha. Really matters, yeah.
And I get
Yeah.
the last stack of bard cards as well, which is
Mm-hmm.
This is a good draw right here.
I think I'm gonna go get a little bit more dex.
Yeah, you got a good draw.
This is a great draw.
Wait, what draw did you get? Ooh, man, that's a lot of healing.
And
And just
explode
Knowing
kill
sacrifice,
3
a
non-boss
deafen.
enemies. That's pretty darn good. That'll be
This
useful.
is great. This is great. Yeah. I mean, then if we plan it right, I can willing sacrifice, and then Will can just heal me, so it doesn't even
I can
matter.
play Miracle, because normally healing doesn't revive, but Miracle can.
Exactly. And I took dex.
Glad I didn't destroy one of those miracles in my
I got another rain of arrows. That's pretty good. I got an eagle eye, which I don't want, and some right behind yous, which are pretty darn good for me right now. Dodges and a bunch of damage. I'll take it.
What do I want? I
Shuffle.
don't know what that's for me.
I'm grabbing my skill to start each encounter with a companion, so I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, I knew that would happen. That is.
Of
Oh.
course I got these 2 cards.
Yeah, 50-50 is not bad.
Yeah.
How
I'll
about
burn them out.
some excellent intelligence cards?
Yeah, I'm finding the go deep in charisma, then switch to intelligence near the end is a pretty good move for this character.
Yeah, I mean, we tried as much as we could to build some slight weaknesses kind of into each of the characters. So it's like you can't be a jack of all trades if you just go into your one thing. But also you can't, because you have to level up so many times, and it can only go. There's a medium in here. There it is. This medium should go there. This small should go here. There's another medium in here.
Yeah, well, one thing that's interesting is as you start burning cards out, the charisma deck gets worse and worse for me to draw from.
Because people are putting their
I'm taking
bad
cards I don't want back into the charisma deck, but I'm keeping the cards I've drawn out that I like.
Yeah, but I mean, it takes a lot of drawing through a deck to get to the bottom, which is where the discard ones, because you don't shuffle this pile throughout the game.
Yeah, we hypothetically should not have been shuffling.
You have to get through like 35 cards to get to over 30 cards.
I shuffled the intelligence deck before drawing. I'm sorry if anyone burnt to it. It's because I was looking at this deck just to see what was in it before I drew from it, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't able to know what was on top.
That's fair, but I don't know that anyone else pulled intelligence besides me just now, and then you for the second time.
Yeah, I have not spec'd into int, so you're good. All right. There we go. All right. These are all reset. We draw 6 cards, but we're going to have...
First, we got to put out some enemies.
A large, a small, a medium, and a large. Let's try and make this look a little bit prettier. There we go.
What are these things doing here?
I don't know.
Caldera.
The Caldera. Yeah. The end of each turn, all players and enemies take 1 physical damage. What do we got? Who's got the highest stir? Probably me.
I have 2 in stir, but it's probably you.
Yeah, I got 3. So,
who has the highest con?
2?
I have 20.
No, just the actual con score. It's you again.
Me again. Great. Delightful.
Highest Dex. I think we know who that is.
Zero gamer.
And highest Cha.
Cha.
That's
I think we know who
probably
that is.
yeah, 4.
There we go. All right, we got a shadow bard, a draugr, a bone cleric, and a swarm of rats.
Ooh, I do not like you. Deal 7 damage to me. Well, okay, you know what? Who has the highest lashback prevention or just life?
I do right now, but even he's gonna even hit me because he's got 27. So if I punch him physically, he'll lash back me. I mean, a little, only
You
a
know,
little.
I'm gonna have him skip his turn. I actually have a pretty great turn lined up, I think.
Oh, okay, great.
I could. Do we? I almost don't want to use it right away because I just got Willing Sacrifice, but I could.
We
I could just kill 3 of these guys
we could just
right now.
skip this, basically. I
Do
mean,
we want to skip this one,
yeah.
or do we want to wait? Do we want to wait around?
it would be helpful to hold on to that for the boss fight, probably, because you can
Yeah.
kill his minions, you just can't kill him.
Are we for sure fighting Skeleton King?
Yeah, because we have not really sussed out the other guy, so it will for sure.
I mean,
be
there's
skipped.
also, will I even draw Willing Sacrifice is the question.
That's true. So,
I will say this though, we have to see if Will actually gets his revive cards anyways. So
Well, let's
well, the thing is, here,
let me go first because I'm gonna let all of you draw a bunch of cards.
okay.
do that first.
The thing to know though is even if you don't get revived in combat, you'll get revived up to half of your max health, no matter what, when the next round comes. So even if you do the willing sacrifice and no one brings you back to life, you'll still just start at 10 next round.
I'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, with all the dodges you got, you'll be fine.
All right.
Are you making us draw cards?
Yes, everyone draw 2 cards
And then
And discard
0.
none.
Discard
Yeah.
0 of them. Delightful.
Really? Because
Holy...
I would be totally okay discarding cards right now.
And
There we go.
then I'm going to
Hmm.
go ahead and toss this out to draw another card, and I'll do. Let's start beating up on 19, 34, 24. I guess I'll do the mind damage to this one since. Oh, and I can do. Oh yeah, but I don't have a lot, so.
Oh yeah, did he chill the person he was supposed to chill?
Oh no, I got 1 chill on me.
So it took.
Shadow Bard needs to get some tokens
That's true too.
as well.
7 mental damage.
A focus, a shield, and a dodge.
7 mental damage.
So if no, we would have to basically hit. If you targeted him with your willing sacrifice, he'd just dodge it. So
No, that's fair.
So
I mean,
Rain of Arrows, if anyone draws it / has it, is perfect for this round.
yes, I do have rain.
I'm gonna use Dumbfound to cause this one to skip its turn.
Okay.
you can select 2 guys to skip their turns now.
Oh wow, who else is good to have them skip their turn?
Who's doing some tricky stuff? Probably the Shadow Bard, since he's trying to make all the other guys get dodge tokens.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let's do them too.
Okay. And you burned your cards.
I'm doing that right now, but that's it in my turn.
Okay, are we gonna do the willing sacrifice or no? How willing are you?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like with these 2 guys skipped now, I feel like we're in a good position to take them out.
All right, great.
Since we have the skip, yeah.
Hold the willing sacrifice, because then I can do miracle later. Right in my first turn, I'd rather open with something else.
No, that's super fair. So,
I'm gonna rain of arrows and deal 6 damage to everything. So
So dodge on the Shadow Bard is gone.
then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, sorry, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
wait, why is it only 5? Oh, because you're chilled.
Because
Right.
I'm chilled. And did you do it on this rat swarm?
Yep.
Great. Thanks. That's all she wrote. Oh, I could have quick slashed and then done that. That's okay. I'll quick slash next turn.
So I'll go ahead and go. I'm going to open with a cleave.
Ooh.
So I'll cleave these 3 bozos for 7 each.
Okay, so this guy only takes 6 because he has a shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And
I'll
6.
say Draugr, and then that's the bone clerk.
Perfect. I will say I'll do them in the order of I'll do the Draugr first, so I don't take any damage, but I gain my dodge token first.
Mhm.
Then I'll use the dodge token to dodge the Shadow Bard, so I'll end up with 2 dodge tokens by the end of this fight.
I mean, they
Okay.
all happen at the same time. You're not doing damage to each one.
Oh, you know what? I will say, it does say gain 1 dodge after a physical attack, so I guess if this is
Right.
technically 1 physical attack.
Yeah, it's 1.
Okay, so I'll just take the 4 damage from the Shadow Bard. It's fine. And have 1 dodge token at the end of this. Let's see here. 4 down to 16. And then I have my Hawk still.
Perfect.
And I'll have him deal... should I just have him clean up the Draugr?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Hawk pecks out the Draugr's eyes.
Rah!
Did we all go yet? Or Will still
No.
needs to go, right?
gotta go.
Will still's gotta go.
Alrighty. So, Bone Clerks look like it's closer to dying. So we'll
Yeah,
go
he's
with
only
that.
got 9. Yeah.
I'm going to do Quick Strike to deal 7 to the Bone Cleric.
Okay.
He's got 19. I've got 18, so I'll take 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as a free action, I'm going to play my Potion of Light. So I'll heal 3. Everyone else will. So 8. Everyone else will heal 3.
At full health.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That gives me an extra card. That puts that in here. Then I'll play a Pick Me Up, which is then going to return this to my hand. And and by the way, if you healed above full, it comes out as shields now.
Comes out as shields now for everybody?
Yep, I can overheal all my allies with shield.
What did you heal for again?
Yeah, how much did you heal us?
3 for everyone.
Sweet.
All right, I got 3 shield, I
Unfortunately,
guess.
I don't get my 7 shields because it doesn't overheal me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I play my Pick Me Up, so I put a potion back, draw 2 cards, and then deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You want to do it
Faces.
too?
9 mental damage. Let's see. We've been hitting the Bone Cleric pretty hard. The Shadow Bard's been getting hit pretty hard. Let's do it with the Rat Swarm.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go down from 28 to 19.
Nice.
That's my turn.
All right, bad stuff. The Shadow Bard gives a dodge token to...
Nope, he skips his turn.
He skips his turn. That's right. The Bone Cleric gives all monsters focus. And then this Rat Swarm
Does 8 damage.
deals 8
That's their
damage to...
No, you skipped his turn is skipped too.
Oh, that's right. You
Both of
skipped
them.
both of them. Jeez.
All right.
That's
so
why I didn't willing sacrifice.
All right, and now it's the end of the turn. We all take 1 physical damage, including all of the baddies.
Isn't that just a shield?
Yep, it's a shield for us.
Not for me.
Yeah, I took a
Sorry.
damage too, but it's not that big a deal. It's 1 damage. Does that hit my pet? I don't know. It says
Four.
players, but
Yeah, it should probably hit your pet.
okay. I'm just gonna put a token on him.
Yeah, your
This
pet
should have
gets hot
been-
also.
This should have been set to 2, not 5. So, but it doesn't really matter. So now it's at 5 again because it just was dealing damage and it skipped its turn. So
Right,
it
it
didn't really
skipped
affect
its turn,
anything.
so it doesn't matter. Okay, so now this is set to 4, and this is also set to 4. All right, cool.
Draw a card.
Draw a card.
Well, good news. I now have enough. I have 2 pick-me-ups, so I can now cycle pick-me-ups for the rest of the round.
Perfect. Are we trying to mental damage this Rat Swarm away?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Because
5.
I can
6,
do some
7,
mental
9,
damage to him.
10, 13.
I can deal 6 mental
deal-
damage to him.
I'll be doing 13 to it this turn if I target it with my mental damage.
Okay,
probably,
great.
So
If he deals
I couldn't copy someone else's mental damage card.
Well, hold on.
God, guys.
So if he deals the 13, my knife throw deals 6, so that will just take him out.
Okay.
All right, let me do the 13 so we know that it works or whatever. So I'll potion of heal to give everyone shields and heal me again. That's free.
How many shields?
Another 3?
So 3 to everyone and then healing me. Yep.
Oh,
Four.
you're healing through. Okay, so I got 1 shield
Yep.
for 1 overheal.
Gosh, what's going on?
And then I'll play a pick me up, which returns this pick me up and this potion to my hand. Then draws me 3 cards.
You're just
And then
guzzling potions.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Mental damage. I'll send it to the rat swarm, which goes from 19
It's
to
12, that's
6.
8. Okay. And I can do...
Can't you just play consecutive pick-me-ups?
So it can't pick itself up, and I don't get free turns. I don't.
Oh,
Get
I guess it's not actually a potion. That's why. Okay.
correct.
Uh,
It was designed so that it could rotate itself, but it can't it can't do it for free with the potions or free action.
Gotcha.
Right.
I'll go ahead and throw a mental knife at the rat swarm to finish it off.
Okay. Is this Bone Cleric really at 1?
Yep, because of the bird.
Oh yeah, sweet.
The bird. Actually, no, the bird will hit the bone cleric to finish him off. So there's only the shadow bard left alive.
And I assume we forgot one of these because he cannot be at 27 life. Assuming he's at 17.
We probably did. Yeah, we probably did. Yeah. So.
I can do a bonkers amount of damage to him, and then Coyote, you can follow that up with your
Whatever.
copying. I'm gonna do 9 straight damage to his head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm gonna guarded stance and do another 12.
You just kill him. You
1,
didn't even
2,
let Coyote
3,
take a
4,
turn.
5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. And then he dies.
No, wait. Next turn. Can I do 48 mental damage?
No.
Damn.
I think you need to make the large creatures even stronger.
Even larger. I keep adding numbers to them, and we keep killing
They
them.
We talk about the.
twice as strong as what they are right now.
Oh my god.
I have my ability that says I get a shield every time I discard cards. If I played Battle of Wits, I do 48 mental damage and get 1 shield. 1 shield for
One
48
shield.
mental damage and discarding 13 cards.
To be honest, though, the Shadow Bard and the Dark Cleric are like the 2 weakest of the large enemies. Like each of the enemies kind of has like a very small bell curve of like how strong they are amongst themselves.
I guess we're going to level 8 now.
Yabo. I mean,
Um,
it could also be that Act 3 is like 2 larges and 2 mediums, as opposed to 2 larges, a medium, and a small. This is, a slightly new way of us organizing the acts, so that part is still kind of in flux as well.
I'll keep grabbing it. What do we get?
I also grabbed the int.
I will grab a con this time to beef up my health a little bit. I don't even care what
Who
cards I
just
get.
finally let me down? These all suck.
Who else chills?
I chill.
Dex chills? No.
No, but I've picked up cards that
No,
chill.
sorry.
I thought
I'm
that
sorry.
meant-
What stat other than... Oh, it's strength and con. That's right. I'm already doing both.
Charisma has some chill.
That's right. Charisma does have a little bit of it.
Because charisma's the best.
That's charisma's... I'll take...
And I almost went back to charisma, and I wish I had.
Take 1 chunk of charisma. No, you don't. You want to see what I just drew by drawing 4 charisma? You want to see?
Sure.
Ready?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Trash.
Wait, so in this game we've had an all pick-me-ups hand and an all soothing song hand.
I swear we shuffled.
I realized that this draw for intelligence actually works really well with the way that Cleric is built. Because discarding cards
Mm-hmm.
when I'm drawing that many cards from pick-me-up rotations
You're like, whatever. Alrighty.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you should throw one of those out and draw one more. Because I'm realizing now that I burnt one of them before I realized you bottomed the cards you burned.
Well, there are a lot of what
Which card?
The ones that in-gamer drew.
Oh, those weird healing ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to Will.
No.
Oh,
That's not
cool.
even the right
Oh,
card.
was that Will who drew the... I thought it was in-gamer who just drew the 4
Yeah,
shitty
it was
charisma
me.
cards.
Yeah, it was in gamer.
Yeah.
Search. Cool. I actually got a crowd pleaser. That's actually what I wanted. So
Yeah, crowd pleaser is great.
Well, okay, so wait a minute. The way this is written, this needs to get changed a little bit, which is that so in the first turn we all draw cards and we can just dink around and do nothing because nothing's a monster that's targetable.
right. It should be like when it comes out, do one. Yeah.
Wait, okay, hold on. Wait, what's happening?
Basically,
So this
we're
is
gonna
the labyrinth
this
for each round a new monster comes in.
right. So we can only target this frost dragon right now.
That's incredible. That's incredible. This is the easiest room we've been in.
Yeah, but then the last one is going to target all of us during its turns and do only 5 and 6.
It'll probably just die immediately anyways.
Possibly.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. We'll see.
We do all take 2 damage from the frost dragon entering though, so
Ouch. Only 2.
it's nothing.
Man, these numbers.
Don't worry, guys. I'll probably heal us all of that pretty quickly.
Hmm.
Maybe. No promises. What did I draw?
What's his health at? Or what's his lashback? 31. Ooh,
31.
spicy.
Very spicy. And who is he targeting? He's targeting
Me.
targeting
Not to worry.
0?
What, is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's targeting you.
Oh,
Target number
I'm
1.
fine.
It's okay.
I have so much dodge.
I can also pull aggro from him if you need me to.
It does not matter. You're fine.
Okay, great.
Here, I'll start. I'll gain 2 dodge and then deal 4 damage to him.
1, 2,
Don't worry,
3,
guys.
4.
I'm doing 20 mental damage to it.
And then he's gonna take 4 range damage from my bird pecking at it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Burb.
There we go. It's easy.
Easy peasy.
All right.
Everything else that I have is multi-targeting, so I'm just gonna do this one. So chill him and then deal 8 damage to him. Oh, I forgot to give myself my 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So he deals 2 damage to me. 1, 2.
Right.
But I deal 8 to him. 1,
You
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
gain
And this goes
3 dodge. Did
Ye-
dodge go away at the end of a turn?
Yeah.
in between rounds, in between encounters, yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna take. But he's gonna attack me during his turn, right? No.
No, he's attacking Zero
He's on.
Gamer.
Oh, so I only need 2. So I'll take 2 dodge to deal with lashback. Draw 2 cards. And then I will give them 2 chill and 3 poison.
2 chill and 3 poison.
Oh, wait a second.
Mhm.
Oh, hell no. I'm going to give them 4 chill and 5 poison because they can't do damage to me as long as they have chill on them.
How much?
Enemies with the chill tokens deal no damage to you.
How much chill then? Are you adding 4? You said
4 and 5 poison.
5 poison with what card?
Crowd pleaser.
Oh, crowd pleaser.
Crowd pleaser. I
Because-
just used it 4 times.
Nice.
Because if it has chill, it does 0 damage to me.
What?
The first application of chill, you would still deal damage to you. So the
No,
first time you do it,
It already has chill from
Yeah,
Endgamer hitting it with the chilling
Oh,
axe.
I chilled
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
So wait, I think it only has the one chill now, right?
No,
What do you mean no?
because I did a chill on it, and then he did the last action 4 times, which is chill target enemy,
Which is
then
chill
deal
and
1
poison.
physical.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
Delightful.
And that Will still has to go.
That's just an absurd amount of crowd pleasers in your hand.
Which I'm
I
just
had
gonna.
one more that I just used. Yeah,
Right.
it was an interesting hand.
This isn't super duper helpful what I'm gonna do, but that's okay because it gets stuff in my discard, which will be useful for me. So I'll start with a healing light, just to give whoever's been damaged. Yeah, okay.
Me.
Jake, you can get 4 health.
Back up to full.
Draw me a card. Then I'm going to deal. That doesn't change much of anything. So I'll just do Battle Wits. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Do a nice 20 mental damage to it.
Jesus Christ.
Absurd.
And then put all of these into my discard. So now
I
have
think
a nice.
Derek might be the strongest class right now.
Yeah. There
And
might
then
be a
because I
little bit of
discarded-
nerfing that needs to be done, but that's okay.
Because I discarded cards, that'll give me that. And then I get
I
to
think
draw.
part of it is that we've been drawing now. We went from drawing 4 to 5 to 6, so he just starts with more cards in his hand, so he has more cards to discard to cards like that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, also, we were silly to be like, 4 times the number of cards in your hand.
yeah, well, I didn't write 4 times. That was not a good thing that I wrote.
I'm actually not sure. That might have been one of the ones like, it's not that powerful. Let's soup it up. Let's soup everything up a little bit.
Yeah, you're like, it's fine. We'll just make it more powerful. No problem.
And then that's...
Alrighty. So is that all of us?
Yeah.
All right. So it
I
deals.
dodge his attack.
It's okay. You don't have to dodge his attack because we put 5 chill counters on him, and he's doing 5 damage to you.
Well, I don't want to be chilled either.
Well, he only would give you 1 chill counter.
I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna trade a dodge for not getting chilled.
Perfect.
I deal so low damage that
Can't be even
You know
a
what?
little bit chilled. It takes 5.
it's fine. Yeah, that's what.
1,
Yeah,
2,
you're right.
3,
I'll take the 1 chill. It
4,
doesn't.
5. He's down to 8 health. And he goes on to 2, and this one pops out. This one's gonna target Coyote.
All right.
Then we draw cards.
We draw cards. Woo. And I'm gonna go grab a beer. I mean, liquid that is yellow. Definitely not alcoholic.
Urine.
Yep.
I
Totally.
am also definitely not doing that right now.
Urine.
I don't have any apple juice to grab. I'm sorry.
All right. I would like to give this guy 5 poison tokens and 4 chill.
So funny.
Not it. And they will not lash back me. I'm really interested in trying a bard build at some point where you focus on getting focus on the poison build. And then bring your Conway up.
Yeah, you would need
and
to
then
like.
take this one.
You would need to stack into con like crazy, and I think that would make you really bad. But
Well, I think if you could get the change aggro to yourself and then you deal lashback as poison with these things would just be pretty insane.
maybe I'd have to see it work. But in my head, it doesn't play out working like that. But
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe my attempt to do that will be the first time you lose.
maybe it'd finally happen. this guy's taking 4 poison damage, so he only needs to take 4 damage.
He's doing 2 damage to you.
I mean, I'm just gonna
I'm
do
back.
mine because it doesn't do much of anything, which
Yeah,
is
go
the
ahead.
picking up. So it'll just get me 3 cards. Ha, good. I can start looping next turn. 3 cards, puts that away. 6 mental damage. We'll just do it to the Goblin Brute, I guess, because the Frost Dragon's gonna get killed really soon. Not that this matters either. Just to do stuff. All right, that's my turn. More setup.
I'll use Cleave to deal 7 damage to both these guys.
Nice. Dragon's down to 1. Gumbert's at 11.
I'll use a dodge to dodge the 11 damage I would take otherwise from the dragon.
Yeah.
But then I gain a dodge token back because I dealt physical damage.
Nice.
Or I should say because I gain 1 dodge after a physical attack. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess the hawk will peck the dragon to death.
Perfect. We don't want to be doing 6 physical damage to you. Yeah.
Somebody, yeah. I mean, I would dodge it anyways, but let's peck it to death. It's fine.
Okay. I am going to crushing blow this goblin brute. Adding
This is bullying.
another chill and then 8 damage to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is bullying. Yeah, I think it does need to be large and 2 larges and 2 mediums.
I don't think even a medium here would have done better. I think it's literally you just need to beef up the larges.
Well, that too.
And it literally can't even hurt me this turn.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. This thing is it's not. It's not technically alive. Its skull is melting. It's moving.
It's frozen and goo falling down.
It's horrific to look at.
I hate it. I think this is just too good.
Yeah, that is. I mean, we just haven't done a skill rebalance at all. We just threw stuff there. But yeah, that's way too good.
Right. When that was written, you had to go down a path for a full 5, fully committed to it to get that, and it was not giving you these poison abilities in the process.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You really
Because I got to it and I was just well, I am poisoned. It's but this is just so much better. Why would I ever take this one?
Yeah, you're I'm just invincible now.
Is it technically the orc's turn to die?
He deals 6 damage to Coyote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He deals 1 damage to Coyote.
No, it doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Oh yeah, because he has chill token. And then he bursts into a pile of goo and dies. And then this comes out.
By the way, I want to point out real quick. So the skill that you have, this enemies with chill tokens deal no damage to you, they equivocated that to me starting with 1 companion. That's the same power level to Endgamer and Will.
100%.
Yep.
No, what it really was is we had written all of these a long time ago, and we had 6 of each of them for Act 3, and I just chose 2 of them almost randomly, and assigned them before we started actually.
Except the bard,
playing
you
with them.
handpicked the best one.
No, I think there were actually ones that were even better than that. So
That's horrifying.
yes, it is horrifying. All right, this basilisk, we're gonna kill him.
Yeah, we are, really easily. Will, do you want to start since you deal a bunch of mental damage? Should the rest of us even take a turn?
You can, yeah. If someone gives you 3 mental damage.
You
Um,
can.
So I'll do Rally the Banners. So that's going to do 8 mental damage. So from 20 down to 12. Remove that. Then what I'm going to do is going to do Potion just so that everyone can heal a whole bunch and get some shields. So that's 3 heal to everyone, over heal as shields. Then I'll play Pick Me Up. So what I'll do is I'll get this Pick Me Up back, get the potion back. That goes to discard, and then 3 cards go into my hand. I'll look another Pick Me Up.
These pick-me-ups actually really are really panning out for you.
They really, it's the pick-me-up build really works well. All right, and because they did a pick-me-up, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mental damage. So it'll go from 12 down to 3.
Easy
I
peasy.
actually can't deal any mental damage right now, so.
Oh, you're doing 12 down to 3?
Yeah.
Mental damage? I'll just kill it.
Great.
This is
Great. Don't worry, guys. I got the next one too.
Oh Jesus!
You know,
I'm gonna gain.
I think that
I'm gonna gain 4 focus.
I also think part of it is this weird room, and it should just be like we do this, but double the damage that all the enemies are doing, or something ridiculous like that. Since we're onesie twosieing them.
I told you this is the easiest room.
You did. You said it. You called it. You called your shot.
Yeah, look, another perfect creature for Will to just outright devastate.
Destroy.
Yeah, see, because I'll draw 3 cards by playing another pick-me-up, which will rotate out to this one. I'll do Battle of Wits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Times 4 is going to be 48 mental damage.
Why did we say times 4? Why? Why did we do that, William?
Hey, round's over. Woo!
Woohoo! We did it! Why? Why did we balance it that way, William?
I don't know. I can't figure out why that's what it is, because it doesn't. No one else does 4 times the number of cards in your hand.
Yeah, that's just absurd.
We're even
amount
close
of damage.
to that. Even
the reason is because we added drawing cards to the pick-me-ups.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is because I'm rotating pick-me-ups and drawing 3 extra cards every turn. So by turn 3,
because we were like, well, you were discarding so many cards, so your hand won't be very big. But then we made their hands giant. Yeah.
Then it's literally the pick-me-ups. The addition of draw cards on pick-me-up is what broke that card. Also, the fact that I drew 7,000 pick-me-ups.
Yes.
And I've discarded, and every time I can burn a card, I do, so that I'm drawing pick-me-ups all the time.
Another Dex. Man, this cat is loud as hell.
But look, another intelligence set.
Ooh, rain of arrows.
I just took another Dex because it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, you can only have 5 Dex total.
I have my 5 Dex total.
All right, great.
Perfect. I'll take my last charisma. It's so bad. Oh wait, no. At least I got this.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Mm-hmm. I'll take care of that.
But in general, yeah, that was trash. Yeah, I think the one thing to figure out is like how to make the later draws more interesting for players. Because I would have preferred to simply not have to draw that time.
Yeah.
By the way, suggestion for the labyrinth: instead of doing this weird draw everyone face down thing, just have everyone come face up, but you can only kill them in order.
Could be that, and then they're all doing damage to you. Yeah. Ooh, a bog. The end of every turn, all players and monsters get a poison counter. Poison affects mental on monsters with no health.
Gross. I drew 2 arrow stabs. Oh, that's the worst card in the game.
It is.
I'm just gonna do this. They don't exist.
Well, I drew 2 of these.
I mean, that's
which actually might not be so bad for me now that I basically ignore damage.
Guys, I didn't draw any pick-me-ups in my opening hand. What am I going to do?
Just call it. Call the whole game. The game's over. Will didn't draw any pick-me-ups.
Yeah. Although I do want to say, as far as the pick-me-ups
I'll take care of it. Let me go first. I can use this so you can draw 2 more cards.
We did make a change because we said, what if pick-me-ups didn't suck? And then we overcompensated.
They don't suck anymore.
So, I'll go first, and everyone can draw 2 cards.
Nice.
Hey, I got willing sacrifice.
Hey, I got pick me up.
Yeah, it's over. All right.
No, I need a second pick me up.
Who has
Alright,
the highest
then
max health?
I
I believe it's
will-
me. And this is
Yeah.
2, 2, 2, 2. Everything does 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 6. Oh God, William. This
Look,
reeks
we
of
had to
William.
find ways to make it different. Like now that we figured it out, we should go back to
No.
like boring turn orders.
Yes, we do. Now that we've figured it all out, yeah, we can go back to more interesting things.
2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 6. All right.
and I'll do 6.
Part of what makes
Damn.
the encounters in Act 3 harder is the rooms. You lose track of everything, so
Yeah,
it's just harder
so it's
to
just
get through.
confusing.
It's just hard.
It's
will
doing real
say-
life mental damage to you.
Exactly.
This undead mage is actually a little bit scary because of the discard ability he's doing, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Because I did that, then I wanted to do. This is still at 20. I want to do this, which does 7 mental. So 25, we'll bring it down to 18.
I was gonna say, do we want to actually
Hard.
focus the mental damage on the undead mage first instead?
It just has so much, but
I mean, I'm only saying that because I don't think the odd room is much of a threat, and if we can take out the undead mage, then you don't have to discard 3 cards, Coyote.
Yeah, I'll take care of that in a second.
Oh, okay.
Everyone draw 2 more cards.
2 more
Again?
Yep.
Oh my God.
I'm just chaining actions at this point.
I do think it could be possible that we just always start with 4 cards in our hand. I don't know if
And
we
then
need
I'm
that.
changing
bonus.
this aggro to 1.
We can. I don't need to worry about that because it's going to go to use your.
That makes sense. I can dodge it. So
That's true. That's true. My gosh, we have 10 cards in our hand. This is ridiculous.
Then I'm going to do another 7 damage to this. Which
I will
is
say, I
8.
think part of the problem is that, like, so some classes, like this, like their whole thing is supposed to be like, oh, I deal a lot of damage,
Mhm.
and then like that's it or whatever. But then the problem is, you look at like Bard or like what Cleric's doing, and it's like I'll deal a ton of damage, more than the guys who only deal damage, and also draw like 7 cards, and also heal everyone.
Right. Yeah. This. I think it's
And
just the
then-
scaling on some of their stuff. It's just bonkers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I'm going
I have
to-
thoughts on that, which are kind of all over the place that we can definitely talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This.
we'll be done soon.
Yes.
All right, y'all can take your next turn because I'm actually done now.
Oh, thank God.
I gotta look at cards and decide what I'm throwing.
Okay,
at
let
or,
me
like-
let me go first, just so I can get my dodges out of the way.
Okay.
So let's see here. First, I'll use Sure Shot to get 7 physical damage in on. What should I put it on? What are you gonna attack?
I'm gonna hit
Can give-
all of them for 6 with my rain of arrows.
Okay, perfect. I'll throw it onto the what's the attack pattern for the undead mage? 2, 4, spin, and then gain 3 shield, 3 focus. Okay, I'll put the 7 from the arrow onto the mage.
So 26 to 19.
And then since that gives me another action, I will then use my right behind you on the brain jar spider.
How much damage is that?
7.
25 down to 18.
Nice, nice.
So I'll use, of the 2 dodges I get from using right behind you, I'll use one to dodge the lashback, And then I gain the 1 and then 1 more, so I'll have 2 dodges on tap. And then there's going to be 4 more damage from the hawk onto the mage.
Nice.
19 to 15.
Okay, I'm
Alright, Jake,
gonna
take your turn, 'cause I'm gonna do some fun stuff too.
rain of physical arrows. I'm gonna run around and stab a bunch of people with arrows. It's 6 damage to all of them.
No, you're not stabbing with that. That's this card. That's this
1,
card
2,
right here.
3,
Arrow
4,
stab.
5, 6. No, because I'm changing it to physical and adding 2.
I'm just
1,
making a
2,
joke.
3, 4, 5, 6. I know. It's okay.
Is this guy? Should this guy be? Did he have 1 set remove, or is he all the way down to just regular 4? So he's at 14.
He's
Okay.
at 14. Yeah. Jeez, all of the animals are like as close to me as they possibly could be right now.
Is it my turn?
You haven't gone yet. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do something truly insane.
I love it, William. Do it.
For fun.
Make
Alright,
it happen.
So, well, actually, here's a question: would we rather kill the spider or the undead mage?
Probably the mage.
I'm gonna dodge. I'm gonna
You're gonna
dodge
dodge
the
that anyway.
mage this. I'm gonna dodge the mage this turn, so he doesn't matter.
Okay, great. Do the
Alright, so the spider,
brain jar spider.
great, and it has what, 12 left?
12.
Yes.
12
Great.
life.
So
Yes.
this is really going to be stupid then, and it's going to hurt me a lot. Quick strike to do 7 physical damage, bringing it down to 5.
Mhm.
I'm at 19, so I'll take 10 damage, bringing me from 18 down to 8.
Mhm.
Jesus. What do
Then
you
as
do?
a free action, I'll play Potion of Light to heal myself for 8, up to 16, and everyone else up for 3, including Overshields.
That's your additional action.
As a free action, because that's my ability.
What?
Then an additional action, I'll quick strike again to kill the brain jar spider.
Isn't your ability what ability?
Playing a potion does not cost an action.
Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Cool.
Then I'll
Okay.
do this to kill it. Take an additional action. I've drawn 2 cards off of this. So as a free action, I'll play a Potion of Light to again heal myself up to full.
And give us all another 3 over health.
Yeah, those should probably be once a turn.
Actually, I'm holding that for a second because what I'm actually doing is before doing that, I'm playing Recite from memory. So I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to get rid of this to play another quick strike to do 7 to the undead mage.
Mhm.
Bring it down to 2. Drawing myself another card.
Did you kill
Then as
this
a
or
free
oh
action,
no,
I'll
I
play
see.
the potion. Then I took a bunch of flashback. I'll use the free potion to do the Potion of Light. That's a free action. So an additional action.
Oh my
As an
God.
additional action, I'll use Pick Me Up to get my Potions of Light back. This is gone. My final additional action will you get my potions back into my hand
Okay.
and draw me 3 more cards.
All I heard
One,
was Will go actions, action, potion, action, potion. Life.
Yeah.
Damage.
So everyone's at like 9 over shields.
9? I thought it was only 6. How many potions did you
I
play?
used potion 3 times.
Oh my God. Man, I really need one of those. I need a shield of light right now.
And if we want to get really crazy, I can just, as free actions, continue to play them more because I did a pick me up.
Yeah.
I can just discard them down again, but I'll hold on to them for the Battle of Wits.
Okay, good. Okay, bad stuff? Question mark?
Are potions free actions for everyone or just that
No,
character?
Nope,
just for him.
Just my ability.
And it should
Okay, I was about to say,
probably.
like, because that would make potions good.
That's why it's my abilities, because yes, the cleric can have potions be good. Everyone else, it sucks.
Right. I mean, all of the
only
potions
an extra
technically have
ability.
like a little bit of extra stuff, so it's not an entirely dead turn. But yeah, it's supposed to be kind of like break glass in case of emergency more than an actual good card.
Yeah, no, the rotating pick me up and the fact that I played a card to let me play a card from my graveyard is what just broke it on that
Yeah.
turn. But usually it works fine. It's
All
not
right.
a broken ability.
Undead Mage, you're skipping that, right? Zero Gamer?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm doing something on the side a little bit. Yeah, I just dodge it.
Okay, 3 range damage to me, and then I discard 2 cards. That range damage gets reduced down to 2. I'm gonna shield that. And then I have to discard 2 cards. I'll get rid of this. I don't think I need this right now. Actually. Alrighty, and then the bottomless pit just gains a dodge token. Goes to 4, 4, and 4.
Yes, I at least made it consistent about what they were doing.
Crazy and consistent. Alrighty, everybody draw up their cards.
And everyone gets a poison counter.
Everyone gets a poison counter, which deals 1 damage to them. Block it, which cannot be blocked by shields.
Lame.
But here's the question. But it does do mental damage to the bottomless pit, or gets rid of its dodge.
Yeah, it gets rid of its dodge.
Perfect.
I can kill this right away.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very short term this time. So I'll just run it. I'm gonna do
Well,
5 poison to every enemy.
Well, it's going to heal 5, and it's going to do that before, so that actually won't kill it.
Oh, I can do this.
I mean, I'm just gonna kill the mage. It doesn't matter. It has 1 health.
Yeah, man, all my cards suck right now. Go ahead. I'm just gonna do this. I'm done.
I will deal. Look, I'm just gonna throw a mental dagger at the bottomless pit for 6 damage.
Okay.
I will say, you can also not worry. If it's easier to kill the other things, I can take out the bottomless pit by myself.
Yeah.
Can you? Okay, yeah. I'll just do 6 damage to the. Well, okay. In that case, I won't use that. I'll use
anything by myself. So anything you guys want to leave for me, I will kill.
Okay. I'll just
Can you please not kill everything? I would really like my next turn.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can just delay. These guys aren't gonna deal enough damage to do anything. I will kill the mage for now, though.
I'm going to do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Ooh.
Was that everybody's turn?
No, I have to play something.
Okay.
But if you don't want me killing anything, I'll just play.
You can kill something, just don't kill all the things.
No, because everything. No, I'll save it. I'll just kill something next turn right after Coyote goes.
There we go.
Does anyone else need to heal besides me?
Nope.
I need to heal 1.
All right. Well, then everyone can heal 3.
Nice.
That's a free action. Then I'm gonna look at the top 4 cards of my deck, draw 2 of them, and discard the other ones. I'll draw the potion in case I need it, and rally the banners in case I need it. Discard these 2, and because I discarded something, I gain a shield, and that's
Nice.
what's this gonna do to me now? Just gain another dodge? Jeez.
They both gain dodges. And then they go down to 1 and 1. All right.
Then we all take 1 damage.
And they all take 1 damage.
Right. And then on my turn, I just bury these 2 charisma cards I don't want anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I was basically gonna do the same thing.
And then neither of these monsters act this turn.
Nice.
And I'm gonna phalanx and get rid of my 2 arrow stabs because I hate them.
That's fun.
And also, I double my shields from like whatever they were. I wasn't keeping track, but they're like at like 24 now or something. So
Yeah, you should probably have at least 12.
Yeah, then they double and it goes up to 24. So
Perfect.
I'm just not keeping track because it doesn't matter. Oh, I guess the phalanx also deals 7 damage to something, so I kill the odd room.
I guess it also deals 7 damage.
Okay. At Battle of Wits can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 44 mental damage.
Yeah, it's just 44 mental damage. No problem. Okay, cool beans. We did it. We are on
Boss
to
time.
the boss.
I'm gonna grab a stack of wisdom as my last.
Mhm.
What gives you the most draw?
Int.
Intelligence, probably.
Let's keep playing that then.
I got Cleanse
Um,
Mind, Cleanse Mind, Thought Vacuum, Mind Palace, woo.
I got 2 cleanse mind and 2 mind rots.
Nice.
Yeah, except mind rots are actually kind of not good.
Yeah, but they're ranged, which is good for you
Yeah.
because then you don't
You
need to worry
keep
about the
saying that. You say that, but every other card in
Oh.
his deck.
And
Let's
everyone
you-
healed before I did the big explosion because I used one of my potions for free.
Oh yeah, perfect. Thank you. I assumed I was at full health, so.
I guess what I meant wasn't actually I don't want rage. I want take another card. But anyways,
Take another card? You mean take another action?
yeah.
Oh yeah. The only one that really has that is charisma, and it's a healing card.
No.
Very much on purpose. Or technically
Alright.
strength has one, but that's all it is. It's just draw a card, take a bunch of additional actions. Take stir. Oh.
What am I start? Oh wow, this is a very good starting hand.
Boss.
Not the best starting hand for me, but yeah, whatever.
All the way up to 30.
Don't worry,
And-
I'm gonna give you a really good starting hand. Just let me go first.
Oh yeah, of course.
Nice. Guarded stance is okay. All right. So
Oh wow.
the whole idea behind this is it's a little bit of a. It's supposed to be a little bit more puzzly ish. Which is to say that if all of the giant skeletons are out, we can't do any damage to this skeleton king. So we have to kill at least one giant skeleton before we can attack him. And his 6 ability is that he brings back all of the skeletons, or he brings back one. If
This ain't taking 6 turns.
right.
Hmm.
So
All right.
hypothetically, maybe hard, but with how things are going, probably not very.
Mind if I run first?
Let's get health on these guys first, but yeah. Also, the boss does have 62 health, so maybe that.
Man, if I had drawn that willing sacrifice in the starting hand, that would have been so funny.
would have been
Because I have a miracle.
so good. Oh yeah, I should draw cards and get rid of all these shields.
I'm giving everyone 6 shields at the beginning of this game.
Jeez, 1, 2.
Well, hold on, you might get more after Coyote does his insane double distracting tune turn.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's why
exactly.
I'm going last.
Should I just draw 4 now? I should just
yeah.
draw 4 now, right?
Everyone should draw 4 now.
Yeah, the game gets a little silly when everyone gets to start with 10 cards in their hand,
Okay, good news, guys. It's actually going to be 9 shield I'm giving everyone.
Gosh.
Fantastic. Everyone does that, and then what do I want to do next?
If you're going to do anything physical, well, it's okay. You already had us draw cards, and I don't remember when I drew. I think I drew this wall of ice first, but I'm going to chill all of the enemies 3. So. And
Oh, wow, yeah. Things are gonna get silly starting next turn, huh? So what I would like to do is I can then do this 4 times. I'd like to give all of them.
well, 1 poison doesn't really do that much.
Well, they'll all get 2 poison
That's true.
and chill,
Yeah, and
which
then
means none of them can hurt me.
right.
Well, you need to give them the chill first. Oh yeah, I guess it's chill target and then deal 1 physical poison damage. Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yep. All right. I'll spread those out.
Is
That's my turn.
That's gonna be your turn. While you're doing that, I'm also actually they're all chilled, so I just get an additional action. I don't have to be the one chilling them.
No, the Skeleton King's not chilled.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I chill all enemies 3, so add another 3 to all of them, which does hit the Skeleton King because it's not damage. And then I gain 5 shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I get an additional action because everybody is chilled. And then I'm gonna rain of physical arrows. Rules wise, I'm reducing my damage to him to 0, but I'm still technically attacking him. So I think rule wise, I should take lashback damage from him. Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you're still dealing. You're still hitting. It's just dealing 0.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. But then I deal 6 damage to all these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring them all down to 30. Nice. Alrighty.
That one's nothing.
Who else has got to go?
I
Oh,
still
wow.
gotta go.
Yeah, I'll go after.
I'll go ahead and I'll start with my Rhyme Surge, so I can take 3 extra actions.
Nice.
Damn, I was hoping to draw the card.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Actually, here I'll do this. I'll use both of these to start to just draw 2 more cards. Whatever. No one gets healed. I don't care.
I'll be doing a lot of healing. Don't worry.
Come on. Damn. All right. I've still got 2 more action. No, I think I still got 3 more actions technically.
No, because you used 1 to get.
But they were both add actions, so.
Yeah, you still have 3 then, yeah.
I guess I'll start. I'll start with the summon companion. I'll summon in. How does this guy work? Is it cards in my discard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just get because the wolf will just die. These both of them will just die instantly. It doesn't matter who I grab. I'll grab the will-o-wisp instead of the wolf.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he'll deal 5 physical damage first. That's almost as much as most of my cards. I know.
I don't care. Okay, so I have 2 actions left. Let's do. How much health do these guys have currently? They're still at like 31.
30.
30 exactly.
Okay. Let's see here.
And who's the baddie targeting? The highest cons, that's me.
I guess I'll start with a cleave. So we'll deal 7 to just these first 3 guys.
Okay.
They all deal 4 reduced damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't take any lashback from them, but I'll gain a dodge. And then I will use a right behind you on this third one here. He'll take 7 more damage,
Nice.
and I'll gain 3 more dodge.
So it's 23 down to 16.
Okay. My Will-O-Wisp is going to let me draw 2 cards. Then discard a card. We'll just get rid of Shield Bounce. Hawk will deal 4 more damage to this giant skeleton.
16 to 12.
And then Spider will deal 3 physical damage to, we'll just say, the same skeleton, self-annihilating.
3 poison.
Okay. And that is it for me.
Cool. So what I will do then is I'm going to start with a quick strike, which will do 7 physical damage, bring it to 5, so the poison will kill it at the end of the turn.
Nice.
But then it does, let's see, was that 12? It would do 12 lashback to me, but instead it does 8 lashback to me, so I go down to 10.
Mhm.
Then I have an additional action. So I will... Before I do that, before I do my additional action, I'm going to play 3 potions. So bring me to full and give everyone 9 health.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
9.
Then I'll play my pick-me-up, which will return all of those potions to my hand. Give me 3 more cards. Got the pick-me-ups for the Wombo combo. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 mental damage to who's got the most health of these giant skeletons. We'll go for that. This one goes from 35 menti health down to 24 menti health.
Nice.
Not just going to play all your potions again?
No, I'm not going to play them all again right now because I'd rather wait until we have to heal next turn, and then I can pick me up them back.
Right.
That's fair.
All right. So, Zero Gamer.
Did everyone go at this point?
I think so, right? Did you go,
Yeah.
Coyote? Right? Yeah, you were the first to go.
Yeah, this is turn 1.
Yeah. All right. So, you take 1 damage, Zero Gamer, from this giant skeleton.
Oh no, one of my 9 shields goes away.
He takes his poison. You then take another 1 damage from this skeleton.
No, my second shield of 9.
Why is this targeting you? Did we change the aggro on it?
Should be 1, 3. Yeah, he did. There was a change aggro from Coyote. 2 of them, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, these just are all messed up.
They are all over the place. Which is fine.
Whatever. This takes 2. 1, 2. This goes away. These go away. This one takes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it was targeting you, Will. You take
So I take
5.
1 damage.
1
right?
physical. Yep.
And then it takes 5 damage killing itself.
Yep. And then this one is targeting me. It
What a
deals
sucker.
1 range damage to me, which gets reduced to 0 because I have an ability that does that. Whoa! Then takes 2. 1, 2 poison. All right, and then the big skeleton guy is targeting me. He deals 7 physical damage to me.
Reduced to
Minus
4.
3, reduced to 4. 1, 2. Oh wait, I have shields for days. Never mind. Alrighty, I'm gonna draw a card. Put them onto their next actions. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys.
3.
Yes, I changed this one even though it's dead. I don't care. Don't at me.
No, I'm not adding you.
Can
Can you make us
someone?
draw? Oh, go ahead.
I can't make anyone draw yet, but if someone can get a chill on anything, I
I
can
can put a
burn
chill
those
on.
with these.
I'll just put a chill on everything. I'll help. I don't have much else to do, so.
Excellent. Because I'm gonna use
3.
these to draw and take some extra action. See what I can do.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just start by wall of icing. So 3 chill to everything. And I'll
3
get
chill to
4.
everything.
Yep.
Okay, so copy, paste, paste. Copy, paste, paste, paste. And that's just straight chill. There's no damage attached to it.
Nope, no damage.
Okay.
I get a shield for each enemy chilled, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there one that's
Oh, I'm sorry. I also have to use
damage?
my familiars here. So the hawk is going to deal 4 damage to who's low right now. We'll just say this first guy here. So
You could do
4
it to
damage.
the big boss. The big boss is targetable now.
It's fine. Pick up this guy, make him down, go down to 18, and then Will-O-Wisp will let me draw 2 cards again.
All right. I'm going to hit this one for 7. So that will go 4, 5, 6, 7. And I will draw a card. I've already got these set up here.
There we go.
I must have lost a card on the table. I thought I grabbed 2. Well,
Sometimes they fall through here. Here it is.
oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Where was it?
This table is weird.
Oh, there.
Sometimes cards fall through.
Alright.
I don't know why.
Well, I'm gonna have that. I am gonna draw that in a second. I should probably definitely just go ahead and use this immediately, so everyone draws 2 more.
Hmm.
Where's my noble sacrifice? I want to nobly sacrifice myself.
I wouldn't be too eager.
Cool.
Oh wait, we do have a miracle. Never mind. Yeah, go for it.
Then I'll use this to do 7 more mental. I'm just gonna put it at 10 and get rid of this.
Hmm.
And is anyone here actually doing something we really don't like? Oh, return health to max. We don't love that.
Ooh, yeah. That's no bueno.
So I'll go ahead and use this. You know what? Actually, though, but I kind of want all those cards in my hand. Is someone gonna be able to kill this?
If I must.
It's only at 9.
Oh, we all
mental.
have a lot of shield, don't we?
Yeah, we got bajillion shields.
And they have a lot of frost on them. I'm gonna go ahead and burn this. I'm gonna
Okay.
double all of our shield focus dodge and
I got
double
nothing.
poison chill tokens on enemy.
All right. Well, I now have 8 dodges.
8. You got 8
And-
dodges?
I had 4,
My God.
and now I have 22 shields.
You do not have 22 shields.
I do.
Oh,
Oh,
you-
Jesus.
That was me.
Well, what happened? Oh,
Just went back one thing. Did I miss
Um,
Will healing some stuff while I was gone?
No.
Because I've only got 8 shields over here.
Oh, I gave myself some shields because I played the wall of ice.
Got it.
it's one too many. Yeah, I have a lot of shields.
All right, I doubled all the poison and chills.
Nice.
Thank you.
You also did that?
No,
no,
he
for that.
physically doubled them. Yeah.
I did the
did the
Um,
upkeep. Yeah.
All right, and that is my turn.
Am I the one left, or Jake? You still have to go, right?
I still have to go as well. Yeah.
I mean, I can kill this one, but it'd be easier if it's brought down to only 8 mental, so I can do it with one card instead of multiple.
I mean, I can do
I did
that.
chill everything, so you do have your additional action.
Oh, everything is chilled. Yeah, I have an additional action. Then I can definitely do that. It needs to be mental.
Yes, if you can bring it to 8 mental, I'm gonna do a shit ton of damage.
All right, I'm gonna knife throw it for 6 mental. I get to draw 3 cards.
For a second, I thought you were gonna pull out the third one too.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. And then I'm probably gonna crowd pleaser because I assume that you're gonna fool you twice next turn, and I could add another
I would
one.
love that.
I could add another 1 to all of these guys.
Yeah, this card is interesting, but I can't find a way to actually make it do enough to feel worth it.
Yeah, it's like a card that needs to be comboed, basically.
Yeah, you need 2 players working on it.
Well, I mean, you can combo it with yourself. It's just a little harder. All right, I have gone.
Okay, so I am going to start by healing myself and an ally for 4. Is anyone low?
No, because
Okay,
you've been
who wants
playing a
4 shields?
bajillion
I'm a little-
potions a
I know.
turn, William.
I'm a little
giving it
low
4
on
shields.
shields. I could
I'm
use a
giving
few
it-
more shields.
I'm giving the 4 shields to Jake.
Oh, you're giving 4 more shields to me. Poor
Yep,
Zero over there.
then-
He's trying to be like a sneaky ranger, and he's just got like piles of armor clanking.
I also
then
have
I'll
8
draw-
dodges.
Then I'll draw a card,
So
which
fast.
was another potion, and take an additional action. For my additional action, I'm going to rally the banners and do to the skeleton, killing it.
Huzzah!
But I get an additional action. So for my additional
Actually,
action,
I forgot you were
I'm
going to
gonna
kill that.
play-
I could have stacked this over here. We're going to say
Okay.
that.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna-
Just do it.
play Recite from Memory. So with Recite from Memory, I'm going to get rid of this and this from my hand to burn them. And
Mhm.
Rally the Banners, which is in my discard, will get played again. So I'm going to do 8 mental damage to the Skeleton King. Skeleton King will go from 50 down to 2.
Nice.
All right. Now these are all in my graveyard. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a bajillion healings with the... Give everyone a billion shields. Cool.
Another
12 more
12,
shields.
12 more
Cool.
shields.
Infinite number of shields. Then I'm going to play a pick-me-up, which will put all of these back and give me 3 more cards. 1, 2,
Oh my gosh.
3. So right now that's what's in here. So then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mental damage to the Skeleton King, bringing him from 42 down
To
to
30.
That's my turn.
Okay, guess we're killing him with mental. Okay.
Was that everybody?
Yep. Bad stuff.
Okay.
So, guys, this giant skeleton heals 2. 1, 2.
No, he removes the poison.
And, oh, that's right. He does remove the poison. And then he takes 2.
Then he'll take 2.
Then he takes 2 poison. And he would have... Oh, no, yeah. This doesn't impact the healing. All right, all this chill goes away. Go away, chill. This dude, bro, deals 4
Does
ranged
nothing.
damage to everybody except that he was stunned into oblivion. I think we maybe made chill too strong. It used to be
And
not
then-
strong enough,
And then he takes 4 damage.
and that goes away.
No, we didn't make chill too strong. We may have just given too many. Like we doubled the number of chill tokens on everything.
Yeah.
With the strongest card in the Bard deck, and then
Mhm.
everyone gave a bunch more chill.
1, 2,
It's not
3, 4,
strong.
5, 6. So he deals 2 ranged damage to me, reduced to 1.
Reduced to shield.
And then I use...
We're doing that like RPG thing where we
1
save
shield.
every elixir for the final boss. And then...
Right. All right.
Yeah, I got
I'm
4 potions. I'm just been stacking.
I'm trying to find the one elixir I've been saving, but it's not coming up.
All right, and then this goes to 3. This goes to 2. This goes to 1. These are both dead.
I'm just gonna do my thing quickly because it's
Draw.
exactly what you think it is. Everyone gets 1,000 shields. I put 3 cards in my hand from this potion thingy, and then I deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and do I have 17 mental damage to this? So it goes from 20 down to 3.
Okay. Well, I think I can just kill him because I have improvised throw.
Before you kill him, I make him skip his turn.
Nice.
This also skips its turn.
All right, and then I'm gonna throw a boot at him because I'm improvising throwing. It's definitely
I forgot we could do that.
definitely a boot. Yeah.
The Skeleton King dies before he can take
Dies.
the third turn.
Dies to a boot. Nice.
Do we even need to kill the other 2
No,
skeletons?
yeah,
Like,
once the main guy's dead, that's it. Yeah. We did it, guys. We played through an entire round. Will's abilities are broken. We need to fix those.
hold on. Will and
yeah.
Coyote's abilities are broken.
Okay.
Many things to talk about with the cleric for sure.
I mean, coyotes were less broken.
No. He enabled all the brokenness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw out that maybe the card that lets everyone draw 2 isn't to take an extra action.
Yeah.
That's all. Even if the card did nothing except everyone at the table draws 2, it would still be one of the best cards in the game, I feel like.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta start writing these down. Or are you writing them down, Will?
You should both write them down.
I don't have the ready downy thing in front of me. I can get
It's okay.
something.
I'll just put it in our Discord. Other thoughts?
This is obviously too strong.
Yeah. Oh boy, I just blinded myself. I'm back.
What are you pointing at that's too strong this time?
Skill level
Chill does
3.
no damage.
Yeah.
Too strong. Yeah.
And as much as I hate to say it, where is it? I have 8 billion of them in the deck. The card you're looking for, this crowd pleaser, also too strong.
Yeah, it used to be 3, 4, 5. I think it could go down to 1, 2, 3, and still be.
I was gonna say that.
Pretty strong.
Also, I don't know if shield and focus will ever be as good as the others.
Yeah, it could be like give yourself a shield and deal 1 visit. Like these should be mixed up.
I'm just gonna say this though. The problem is because shield is objectively about 100 times worse than dodge, and focus is also pretty bad in general.
Right.
Like the wizard has 1 card that can use focus, and I guess the ranger kind of has a build path that can use focus, but like I'm not gonna use that.
Yeah.
Maybe a shield, give like a shield to an ally and chill a target.
Right, and then gain deal the 1 physical poison and then gain a focus or something like that.
Yeah, like because the chill and poison was so good.
It's just
I just started using that, and I used the dodge and draw earlier. In it when we were like actually worried about enemies hurting us.
Right.
But I like the character though. This still difficult to figure out how to make this work.
Which one?
This
Holy
one.
Twice.
I mean, usually, like if you can get a mind rot to go off, they'll still have 2, and then you add another 3, so you're gonna deal 5 damage to them, and then.
Yeah, I guess 5 damage is actually a good amount of damage.
Yeah,
it's
and then they take another 5 at the end of the turn.
Who was doing 40.
Right. Yeah. Well, he was doing 40 because Will reads rules directly and doesn't change rules in the middle of the game, which is fine. It's just like there were a lot of things that were like, as soon as we realized, we're like, yo, that needs to change immediately. And Will's like, we're gonna play it this way because it's fun, right?
In fairness, no one said that, and I never said that. If anyone suggested changing the rules mid-game, I would have been open.
I know.
My new favorite thing in existence is in gamer going, which is fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
because I have a lot of thoughts having built it and then having Jake add abilities to it that
Broke
how
what
it
you
got
built.
broken.
Yeah, it's definitely my fault. 100%. I will fess up to that totally.
I like intelligence a lot. I do think that having this and this felt like I have a lot of draw that doesn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it
not
does
super
stuff.
great if you're not playing
Wizard.
someone that wants that.
Yeah.
And that's why burn exists to a certain extent. Because not every card in the stat packs is going to be useful to everyone.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Those
which
cards
brings
are
me to
like
my
very good for the
next
wizard.
thought.
Yeah.
Which is something you might feel very different about, but
Mhm.
what if after you get to here, you draw 3 from each new suit,
Mhm.
and then once you get to here, you draw 2 from each new suit?
I'd be willing to try that out because we've been talking about just dropping it to a solid 3, but doing 4-3-2 could be really interesting because by the end of the game, yeah, you've kind of like you have had the chance to kind of shape your deck a little bit, and then all of a sudden adding another giant chunk of 4, you're like, geez, some of this is going to be crap that I do not care about.
Yeah, it felt like my deck was getting like it felt like I was having less control over it, and it's the thing that was weird was like and this might be something like that also goes into balance, but like I think it's going to be hard to balance the game in general
Mhm.
when the deck becomes super thick,
Right.
and how strong you are is based very heavily upon how good your starting hand is.
Yeah.
And like having Bard in the game for all players can help with that, but y'all need to balance it for games without the Bard too.
Right. I mean,
Which
and
is,
that
speaking of the size of the hand and the suggestion you made, I agree giving it a shot about the stat cards you draw. If we do that, we will have to change it to same hand size across the entire game because a player is going to find it way too confusing to say, I'm drawing fewer stat cards every round, but then every act, but drawing more hand cards.
yeah.
And I think in general we were talking about saying a static
hand size of 4.
draw.
I mean, I think
So it's not a big change, but
right.
yeah.
One of the like balancey
Yeah.
things we've been doing is slowly adding in like draw a card to a lot of the different cards to make them a little bit more powerful. If they were like a little weak, we'd be like, oh, we can just add draw a card to it. That'll fix
Yeah.
it. But now there's so much card draw that it's very easy to have like 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 cards in your hand, and you're just like,
Yeah.
this is ridiculous.
Or maybe, you know what, actually, I just thought of a better idea.
Mhm.
What if above 4 it's draw 4, keep 3, and then above 7 is draw 4, keep 2?
We could try that.
Again,
I
I
gotta
feel like
talk with Will.
the more like we're changing the numbers, like which act is which and what you're drawing and what you're getting a stat pack and what you're discarding your opening hand, it's going to be way too confusing for a player until they're like 5 to 7 games into this.
Maybe.
I do want to say one thing, which is that I think we were going to win no matter what.
Mhm.
There is a world where Coyote didn't draw his Dance with the Devil cards or whatever they're called.
Dance with the Devil.
Yeah, if he didn't draw any of his distracting tunes, and then if Will didn't draw his like insane potion combo, like it might have been slightly harder. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it actually would have been hard at the end there, but there is a world where like, like the drawing doesn't this drawing doesn't happen.
Right. Right. And I mean, if Will's free potions were limited to 1 free potion a turn, his ridiculousness would have been slightly less ridiculous also. You know?
We can get to the cleric in a minute because there are a lot of things. But
okay. Yeah. I mean, overall, the fighter felt like fine. Like I was able to do usually a solid amount of damage and was like, all right, cool. I did it. Like it wasn't crazy exciting. Like some of the combo-y people, but at least the damage I was doing was consistent. You know, like it's pretty consistently doing like 6 to 8 damage at least every turn. So I was happy with that.
Ranger was about the same. I
Mhm.
mean, I have all these dodge tokens and I barely use dodge. I mean, I don't know. It was just low, consistent damage. Not basically no combos. Just not much happening.
Right. Which I think there is just a little bit of, and I don't know if it's too much of that, which is like the more let's call them martial characters are kind of like, okay, I'm going to do consistent medium damage, whereas the spell casting characters are more like, I do 0, I do 12, I do 0, I do 30. You know, like a lot more bursty.
I
but-
think if you were to get it to burst correctly, that could work. But
Right.
here, I'm gonna draw a graph. Your favorite thing.
Yay, graphs!
Okay, so let's say that this is, this is T for time,
Mhm.
and then this is D for damage.
It's important
You
to
know-
label your X and Y axis, children. Okay.
Right, exactly. So let's say,
For
this line right
science.
here. This is our martial class, right? Nice and steady
This is
damage,
us.
right?
hmm
And then these are spellcasters.
Oh, come on! There are turns where they do 0
If
damage.
we want to talk about cleric, we can talk about cleric because I think there's
It might be time to
that
talk about
doesn't
cleric.
properly represent what's actually happening.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got?
This graph applies to wizard when Will's playing the wizard too.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Okay, so cleric. Looking at the entirety of this game, both last session and this session,
Mhm.
it played very fairly for the entirety of last session. Everything in there, I was healing 75% of the time, and I did mental damage. I didn't kill a single thing, and it did mental damage.
It was like
Some, but
this
not much.
and then this.
It basically did. So looking only at the first half, 1 through 4, 1 through 5, it worked too.
Right.
Then looking here, there are not to throw all of the blame, but
Not to
I would
throw
say
all the blame.
almost every single source of the issue was from the change that was made to Pick Me.
Yeah.
Because what Pick Me Up did was it allowed me to deal mental damage high number, and I wasn't dealing high mental any.
You keep
And a
cutting
couple-
out, Will.
Yeah. Well,
Really?
your mic is cutting out.
My mic is cutting out.
Is it just not close to your face?
It's like a foot from my face. It's literally in my face.
Hmm.
But maybe I'm moving far away from it. I'll just stay closer to it. I'll stay closer to it.
Get all up on that.
All right. Can you hear me consistently right now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I would say of all the damage that I did,
Mhm.
3 to 5 times it was Battle of Wits. 15 times it was Pick Me Up.
Right.
So if Pick Me Up didn't do any damage, then I would have done almost no damage. 3 times that I did 15 mental damage in the entire. That was most
Mental.
of it.
But yeah, that was most of the pick me up. Yeah.
Now there were some Rally the Banners, and they played the way they're supposed to.
Yeah.
I didn't play a single deafen, and then I did a little physical damage. In addition to that, our hand sizes are increased, and then I'm doing the combo with the pick-me-ups that are letting me basically draw 3 cards every single turn once I have 2 pick-me-ups. Now, did I get lucky by having a lot of at that halfway through the game? Sure. But that the combo of rotating those pick-me-ups because of how much card draw they gave, and the fact that they did mental damage, was they were literally driving their own to do massive amounts of damage.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can talk about pick me up later, me and you, and just figure out what it needs to be.
think that's probably the reason why Cleric felt broken in this game. I realistically don't think Cleric would have been broken if the pick-me-ups were completely removed.
Right.
Or
I mean, I think
never
the
let me draw a
pick-me-ups
card.
were these bottom parts, basically. Like all of these bottom points were, you should have been doing 0 damage. You were instead doing like 12. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one. I'm gonna run, but I have one final thing to say.
Yeah.
Which is we're overpowered with the cleric who is doing 20 plus damage per turn, and we're like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, we need to. You're like, yeah, you need to balance it so mind rot's a good card.
Mhm.
And this maybe you intended to be this way, but it took us 5+ hours to play through this,
Right.
and the balance you're talking about, I see, can quickly expand it to 2+ more hours.
Right. Which we don't want.
So
Yeah.
do you want? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want this to be a 7-hour
No.
run?
No. Very much not.
So I don't have any other comment other than, yeah, that's something to think about.
Right. Right. Which is something that we've kind of been consistently trying to figure out. Like, and that's a lot of the reason that we try to, there be less fiddliness in between rounds. It could also just be something where, like, okay, having 9 and then a boss fight is too much. Maybe it needs to be, six rounds and then a boss fight.
And as far as the drawing cards and like draw 4, discard 2, like keep 2.
Mhm.
If you just had some sort of board that these go on the different decks,
Right.
you could write that right on it.
Yeah,
So it's not like
honestly,
rules
I don't
mined.
think that it's too much, especially in a deck building game. People are going to assume that there is some amount of that. My only worry is adding time, literally, of people having to look at 4 cards and go, "Do I want this? Do I want this? Do I want this?" And like multiplying that by 3 or 4 times, and then another 3 or 4 times because you have 4 people playing, and then they're gonna have to do that 4 to 6 times, and it's like that could easily add another half hour to the game time. People just making that decision, hypothetically.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of that, part of what took the game a lot of time here is in the second half as opposed to the first half. There was a lot more of, ooh, look what I draw. Here, if we draw this, then our plan can be this in every round. And then there was a lot of talking out potential game plans at the start of every single round, which on the one hand is good, but that also meant that we probably spent 5 minutes before every single round just talking out plan, and then normally the turns take a while anyway.
right, and part of that was also we had such big hands, and then Coyote would be like, "Oh, and also draw another 4," and you're like, "Okay, well, I have 10 cards that I can do. Let's talk about what actually makes sense."
And everyone wants to talk about what they drafted because it was random, and it just
Right.
all of that.
I do. I do just want to ask Coyote real quick. So, kind of just from your observational space here in the middle with the bard, what did you observing? What did you think of the 2 marshals here? What did you think of the fighter and then the ranger?
Honestly, it was pretty difficult for me to tell exactly what's going on. I hear people like, oh, and now I do this damage, but like for the most part, I listen for people telling me to take tokens, putting tokens there,
Mhm.
and then when the next round started, I would check where these are.
Mhm.
It was, I think, a situation where y'all are far more familiar with this.
Mhm.
So I kind of was like, all right, I'm gonna let them strategize, and then I'm just gonna kind of figure out who's getting hurt with mental damage, who's getting hurt with physical damage,
Mhm.
and where can I fit in there. And I pretty quickly realized like the thing I can do the most of is add a lot of chill, do a little damage here and there, but mostly just focus on trying to get y'all as many cards as possible.
Yeah.
Which is what bards should be doing.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, do you think part of it could be the amount of health that charisma gives? Like, if charisma was only giving 1 and dex was giving 2, do you feel like that would make the bard a little more glass cannony? I mean, that would be
actually,
you'd be down at like almost you'd be down at 16 life right now instead.
yeah. I actually, if I'm gonna be honest about that, I actually think that's right. My one thought on that was I would actually for the buff, I would vastly increase in acts 2 and 3 the lashback that monsters deal.
Yeah.
I think that these are balanced correctly.
Mhm.
I think the intelligence deck could use a little bit of work. But that's something y'all will work out. But I
Right.
think the main thing for me was just like when I realized like, oh, the last 4 levels I took, I've regained 0 life.
Mhm.
And I'm still not really suffering any lashback damage. I spent most of the final act at full health.
Hmm.
Made me think that like
I mean, you were doing a lot of
30
range things, yeah. And you
I
were
was doing no range
well,
almost.
you were
I didn't
relying
cast
heavily,
Mind Rot once.
right? You were relying heavily on the enemies with chill deal no damage to you. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Right, you'd be able to just run in and physically do damage to a chilled enemy and just be like, I don't care that it has 30 and I only have 20 and I'd be taking 10 damage from this. I ignore that, which is, yeah, way too strong. So,
But there were still a lot of walls, which I think maybe was just what we drew this time.
mhm.
But like even in Act 2, I think I wasn't taking much lashback, as opposed to Act 1, where I felt like I was constantly worried about it, and it was actually fun.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it was,
I guess that's my main thing is the game is really, really good, and
mhm.
I wish that more of it felt like Act 1 when I was worried about things.
Right. I agree with that. Because, yeah, I think that for most of Act 3, we just steamrolled everything. Yeah.
I almost feel like the mental classes should not do like the 1, 2, 3 increase. It should like the fit like the ranger and the guardian and the fighter keeping it jumping up as much as it has been is good. But maybe the mental stats, or at least wizard and maybe cleric, instead of going up at the same rate, should be going up a much tighter number, like a 3, 4, 5,
Oh yeah,
as opposed to a like 3, 5, 7.
Oh,
this could be a
when they're
1
increasing their
now that I
damage.
look at it.
Yeah, their act increases.
Oh, the health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is Dex? I'm surprised to find that Dex is lower than it.
Yeah, this was like one of the first things I did, and I was just trying different things, honestly, and being like, well, maybe have one mental one that's a little strong, and do a 1, 2, 3, and then a 0, 1, 2.
I could switch aggro off of me in a lot of ways,
Right.
and
So yeah,
so maybe charisma could be 0 even, honestly. No, you don't want it to be 1 because you
Yeah.
don't want it to be.
0 is really hard to deal with. Like I think bringing it down to 1 and bringing Dex up to 2 makes
a lot more
makes
sense, and that makes
Yeah.
that makes Zero Gamer's least favorite card actually maybe slightly kind of useful.
I deleted them, so I don't even know if I
You don't even
have
know
any copies.
you don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I know which one you're talking
No,
about.
I
It's
know. You should have 4 of them, and I think you only deleted 2.
Oh, I forgot to put my last.
Oh my god, you forgot to add that. Arrow stab.
Yeah, it
There
didn't
we go.
matter anyways. Arrow stab.
Yeah.
Just bad.
Well,
Well, if
this
you
was
had more health,
super
you'd
fun.
flash back quickly. Yeah.
I'm gonna run, but
You
when
run.
y'all have a new cut, give me a shout. I'd like to play again.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna make some changes here in the next probably week, and then we'll be going to Gen Con in end of July, and then probably get some feedback from that, and then we'll have a good cut in August is probably when we'll do the next like big round of testing on TTS.
Sounds great.
Awesome, dude. Well, we'll
Alright.
talk to you later. Anything else, Zero Gamer, or you?
Nah, just my usual stuff.
Mm-hmm. Did it feel better, at least starting with a companion while you had Act 3 going on, or?
I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, it was nice.
Yeah, I guess the question that I'm trying to like figure out, which I wanted to ask you, was like, would you rather all of these companions be either like the first or the second level all the time, so that the companions didn't get better, but you started with a companion from Act 1?
I mean, maybe. Like, it's not too like the main problem is that I think the Hawk's just straight up the most useful because it can't die, not really.
Right, unless you
The Will-O-Wisp lets you draw cards.
Mm-hmm.
The Spider's basically going to die instantly. Like, I don't think there's a same. I think aside from the walls, everything would just kill it immediately.
Yeah.
The Wolf's not too bad, but like it dies pretty quick too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, his damage could go up a little bit more because he's dying so frequently. It could be like 3, 5, 7 maybe instead.
And again, it's like the spider's like, oh, 1 poison damage, 2. Like, but like, you know, like look at these poison cards over here. Like,
right.
It's just nothing. I might as well not even have the spider.
What if the spider hit multiple enemies?
I mean, that'd be
It won't
something.
die anyway, so at least it like spits out a bunch of poison and then dies, or like explodes with a bunch of poison.
I mean, something like that, or you could lean into like the more web aspect, and it puts like basically chill on guys. Like if it was more of just like a utility guy, like the Will of the Wisp, that'd be better.
Yeah, so it could.
And then
it
obviously
could kind of
there's-
do what the broken thing that crowd pleaser does now that we're getting rid of, which is it could like do 1 chill and 1 poison, and then 2 chill and 2 poison, and then 3 chill and 3 poison.
Something like that. Like if it was just some more utility instead of just like
Yeah, because right now it's
it's
more
just
like,
'cause-
oh, somebody else is doing poison, so I can like add a little bit more to that and keep the poison train going a tiny bit longer, which is just like
Right.
not actually that good.
And like the damage difference between the hawk and the wolf is so minimal. It's only 1 point,
Hmm.
and the wolf dies, but the hawk doesn't.
Right.
So why would I ever choose the wolf?
Hmm.
Like I don't have to think about keeping the hawk alive; it just stays alive.
Yeah.
Like if I get a second summon, sure, the second summon could be the wolf, but not the hawk.
3. Yeah, the hawk is for sure the best.
And like I said, the Willis is also good,
Yeah,
just because it lets me draw cards.
yeah, the
but,
card draw is good, and then every once in a while you're like, yeah, I'll just do like,
yeah, like it's very like the Willis is very useful. Hawk is good for raw damage. Spider needs a fix. Wolf needs a fix.
yeah.
And like that's just for the, and again that's just like for the animals. I don't know because I know Will had said he doesn't want the ranger to just be the Beastmaster.
Mhm.
So I get that you want to like keep the summon companion as like just a card, and then like you can occasionally get the animal companion. So like that conceit, that's fine. Like I can understand that.
Right.
I
But-
think I'm less worried about. I'm more worried about it being you're always going to have a million of them out. If you have one out at the beginning of each round from top to bottom, that's less worrisome than like Act 1 you have 1 out, Act 2 you have 2 out, Act 3 you have 3 out, or that every card is summoning.
Right.
That's kind of where it's like you're consistently always playing a companion. Then it feels like it's all about the companions.
Right. Which
Yeah,
then it does just feel like you're a Beastmaster as opposed to like, oh, I have a companion and he's out and that's fine, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I basically never need more than one creature out at a time.
Right.
Yeah, and then I don't know, and then I have some other thoughts, just like about how like the ranger and the dex cards work. But again, that's just like an old complaint of like, oh, the cleric and the bard get to play like 8 cards a turn,
Mhm.
and then I'll play like a knife throw, and then I have some options for next turn. But it's like next turn I'm probably also playing 1 card.
Mhm.
Like it's like I know you've added in more like take additional action cards, but like I don't like it's not like I so like if you want to take more actions, you're going to build into what is like charisma and wisdom or whatever.
Mhm.
But the problem is that means that every class, if they want to take extra actions, is just going to build into charisma and wisdom. Like everyone's just going to have
Well,
like if when you realize that, it's like, oh well, I'm just going to grab the same cards that my cleric's grabbing.
right, but the extra action charisma and wisdom cards are only healing.
Right, but that's not the issue. The issue is not that what they do; it's that I get to play 2 cards instead of 1.
Right,
It
but
feels
but
great
if-
playing 2 cards.
Yeah, it feels great. It doesn't. No, it doesn't matter that it's only healing or whatever it is. It's I get to play a card, have some utility, and then play a second card.
I guess
Like,
this one does
feel-
do damage.
Yeah, this card is extremely broken, by the way. This is just a free action, and it's good. Look at the damage on it. The damage is amazing, and you
There's
draw a
no
card,
other downside.
and you take an additional action.
Builder's really good.
Like it's and like I'm just gonna keep coming back around to it. Like and then like Ranger's stuck with cards like this, where it's like if I don't already have a dodge or I'm building Constitution, I'm just gonna take some damage for dealing damage, and then deal a little bit more range damage.
Mm-hmm. I
And
mean,
it's like-
I will say, just purely just looking at damage wise, card to card, this does do more damage.
No, purely card to card.
Right.
But this gives you an extra card and an
and an
additional
action,
action, so this is
100%.
basically 2 cards.
Yes.
Like,
yes. I'm just wanna, just pointing it out.
like let me put it this way: imagine if you replaced every card in the Ranger's deck with just Arrow Stab.
Mhm.
Sure, you're doing great damage, but do you do anything else, and is it fun?
Right.
Well, I mean, if you replace any deck with only one card, it's not going to be that much fun. Even if it's powerful, it's just the same thing every turn, and that's kind of boring.
Right, exactly. But
I
it's
know what you're
like,
saying anyway, that
yeah,
it's a bad card, so it doesn't even feel good on the first turn.
right.
Right. Totally. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Like I think Aerostab definitely better, Bewilder worse.
And I get that you guys are like trying to like bring down the power on some like the more problematic stuff,
Mhm.
but I think that means you've also not really brought up the power in the proper way on the stuff that needs it to be brought up.
Mhm.
Like you keep nudging down. Like it's funny. Like you nudge down like some of these cards from like the mentally like spellcaster guys,
Mhm.
but then like you said, like oh with pick me up, oh that's actually that's really bad. So then you boost it up, but you boost it up so much that it becomes like a central strategy
Right.
for
I mean,
one-shotting
that was
the Skeleton King.
And honestly, some of that was just like unintentional things from like, it can just get it
Right.
back with itself, and it should probably do
This
some
is-
damage, and you're just kind of like
this is-
throwing something at it. And
But this isn't the first time or first card you've done that with for the spellcasters. The martial classes have never had that problem.
Well, in
Mm.
fairness, the way the martial classes problem has been solved previously, because there have been issues where they were doing too much damage. The solution to those was not weaken the martial cards; it was always increase the health pool of the monsters. So the
Right.
solution for mental and for martial have been two different solutions. And I agree with you. Because of that, you're always seeing the ranger never gets stronger. You just see the monsters get stronger and the mentals get tweaked down a bit. And that's
Right.
because increasing the power of cards has never been the martial strategy for improvement in any of them, really.
Right.
Right. Also, hypothetically, power-wise, I actually like in general where the martial people are, and feel like the mental people are too strong, as opposed to I don't necessarily think
that's-
that they're too weak, but that's just a frame of.
I think that's probably I think I agree with that. Like if you're looking at the like context of where you want the whole game's power level to be, the marshals are probably right and the spellcasters are too strong. But it's just I don't know. It's just the same thing of like how many cards can you play in one turn? Like you get to manipulate things with the spellcasting classes, but for instance, I like can get a lot of dodge as the ranger, but I wasn't using it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the intention, I guess, in my mind was that you would like either you be able to dodge and kind of combo like, okay, I got to dodge from this, and now I can use arrow stab, or I can use or I can go into strength a little bit, or I could like I guess you went 2 into strength and then 1 into con and 2 into wisdom. Yeah, the more what I thought was like that dodge would then be used for you to get things from other stats and then use the physicals from those basically to do more damage. But
I mean,
that
I do want to
didn't really
recognize
play
something
out.
you said, Zero, which is you said that it feels like the marshals are basically just coming in and dealing damage and not really anything that complex, but the mentals come in and do a bunch of like comboing. And as the person who designed the mentals, I agree. And part of the reason for that is because the marshals were designed first. And when you're designing 3 more, you don't really want to say, okay, so you got deal physical range, and then shield and deal physical. So what I'll do is just take all that and change physical to mental. That's boring. Then you just have the mental deal damage and physical. You want to come up with new ways to make it interesting. So the marshals are the easy to design in quotations because they're just deal damage, but not really.
The baseline of the
have to be
design,
complicated, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you're right. It still feels like, and part of me wants to say, well, that's the point. You, as a player, you play physical, punching them in the face a bunch, and you want to play mental because you think you're smart and want to do something more complicated. But I also recognize that as a player who is smart and wants to do more complicated things, you're either forced to go mental or, in quotes, dumb yourself down to play a martial character. And that feels bad. That feels bad. And I recognize that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely a balance issue of like, okay, like you can't. I don't think we can add like a significant amount of do additional actions to everything else because then I think things would end up dying like far too quickly.
Not that they weren't already.
Not right, and things are already dying relatively quickly. So I don't know.
We really need to play a lot more Act 2, Act 3 play tests because
Right.
our Act 1s are great. I feel really good about our Act 1s, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which one feels good? Like even as a ranger, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm doing the consistent damage. But it's like I said, it's like those first acts is great. But then it's like, okay, now we're in like the later half of Act 2 and Act 3, and it's like, okay, well, my power didn't actually go up,
Mhm.
but like these guys are like just doing more again. And
To
it's
use
like
again, it feels like the martial classes are basically you've like
it's the
power an act. You have a line versus a logarithm.
right, the linear warrior quadratic wizard, yeah.
Right. I mean, and part of that, some of that might come up in maybe a good way to address that could be through skills where like maybe the mental classes skills are a little bit more of like small impactful like buffs to themselves, you know, like extra strength or extra card draw or something like that. Something that is like relatively simple and not super impactful, but can be felt.
I would actually say the opposite. I think, if anything, the mental guy should have hard to trigger but powerful effects. Again,
Right.
to like go with and then the marshals are like much lower
Right. I'm
case,
more
but like much easier to trigger.
right. I'm more thinking like I feel like the marshals have this kind of linear, but if their skills were really powerful and there was a big jump up, then it would be fine with, you know, with the somewhat logarithmic, quadratic, whatever of the whatchamacallums, mental spellcasters. Anyway,
I think skills definitely can make a difference.
Yeah.
I also have to get going now.
Yeah,
So
but that's okay. This is a great playtest. I do think that in the future we probably should just like start at Act 2 and just go like, okay, in Act 1 we got these, you know, we leveled up these 3 things and we chose this skill. Let's go right into Act 2. Just so we can get more tests into that, because I do agree that those monsters need to be stronger still.
I'll see you guys later. Thanks for the game.
See you later. Thank you everybody for watching. As I said, we will be at Gen Con, so come to the first exposure hall. We'll be there at some point in time. I don't know what time, but I'll probably post it closer to the date. Come say hi to us, play our games, join our Discord, chit chat with us. And until next time, bye-bye.